But what is it? It's
February Unclicked news. Everything that happened in February with our boy Colin Vayanyak.
What's up, guys? Happy to be back.
Yeah, thank you, sir. What the hell happened in BMX February edition? As always, shout out to Dale's. This is a daytime one. I'm gonna have a light one.
I'll have a light one eventually.
You guys have coffee. Shout out to Woodward for supporting the podcast, and shout out to Source. They are dropping stuff literally on a weekly, monthly basis. They have their Source highlights from Swamp Fest, which obviously we'll get to, and then the regular bike checks.
Damn.
They got Van Homan 2 this month, PJ Martini, Murray Lobser, and then Antonio Smallwood the last 3. And
Devin, Courage, Lewis Mills, Jordan Godwin, anybody. All your favorite pros got a bike check.
I think they flew out Van to Florida, to Swamp Fest, and they did like 7 or 8 bike checks there too. So
they're killing it.
They're putting in the work, and then obviously having Van just like on the roster, you have stuff like this.
Wow.
Just a shout out. He's has like a direct video talking about it.
And like Gary Young says, you really want to trust your front end.
So
the Odyssey R25 fork, one of the
super cool that they have that. I mean, they have Van Homan running through products.
Legend.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of product reviews, statements about stuff. So super cool. Shout out to Source.
That's
obviously
insane.
For all they do. And
they're really doing it.
Yeah. And then, same format as always. News, events that happen, events that are coming, videos, and then Instagrams. And then, maybe we miss something. If we do, just let us know. We'll try and
We're always
going
to miss stuff, so let us know in the comments and let the people know in the comments.
Yep. And
what we didn't see.
So first things first, I just accidentally deleted something. Julian Ortega, Cinema Pro.
So awesome. Julian's been one of my favorite riders for a long time. I'm so happy to see this. So deserving.
Same.
So, one of the most original riders. He's his own approach. Oh, that's amazing.
And it's long been said that Cinema has like the best team in BMX. So, and they haven't added anybody for a crazy long time.
Not to the pro
either.
team.
Yeah.
They got some flow dudes, which was already a surprise, and then.
Yeah, and he's been putting in work for such a long time, and I feel like he's kind of been slept on for, way too long. So
I feel like he's like one of those, like every pro's favorite new pro, you know?
Yeah.
But now like the industry's finally like recognizing deserves all this and more.
So 3 minutes and 40 seconds of Julian killing it and Brett killing it right there.
And he's been putting stuff out from his Scotland video too.
Yeah, regular basis.
Yeah. Video part.
He's on that Mickey Fleck level.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Duncan turned Sunday for pro. Another Austinite. Transfer HB to Austin. So a little bit of a shorter video, but Jared's been on the Flow to Am to Pro program.
He's been on the scene for a long time as well. He's got original, he's got that tall, lanky, swaggy flow. So I've always loved this.
Does everything regular and switch too.
Yeah.
In Barstow, Gary's like, he's got that sick, goofy footed swag. And I was like, Gary, he's regular, dude. That's all switch. He's like, no way. Gary's been riding with him for so long. I'm like, yeah, dude, he's just got it like that. He filmed all this in, like 4 or 5 days with Zach. Quick trip out. I like how they did like a legit party for him too. Back in Austin.
Yeah, that was cool.
He's cool as hell too.
That clip was so sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, congrats.
So shout out to Jared. Brian Fox off of Jones Soda.
Yeah, I just saw that yesterday.
Pretty succinct statement here. I will no longer be riding for Jones Soda. Thank you for the good times.
Pretty crazy because I feel like he got put on at X Games and it hasn't even been a year, so it wasn't even it's like must have been like a crazy month-to-month deal.
I wonder. Yeah, I was kind of curious as to what happened.
Yeah, I mean he had the helmet 2 months ago, a month ago, and then just all of a sudden when I saw him, maybe he even had it on in 2 weeks ago in Glendale.
Yeah.
So pretty crazy. Obviously, hopefully, maybe it's one of those things that he's got something else on the horizon. I hope. Because he
kills it.
Fucking
cool dude as well.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to it, but I mean, he did that. He had that run at the Triple Challenge this weekend that would have won if he pulled it. It was whatever, like double flip, 720 bar to look back, and then 1080 bar.
Damn.
which is insane.
Yeah, he's got bangers.
The level is insane.
Yeah.
He's
So,
got bangers that could win every contest if he pulls it.
I did not see this
Whoa,
coming.
I missed this one. Well, look at
2 hours
look
ago.
at young Billy.
Yeah.
Look at that little baby face, man. That's crazy. When was it? How long has it been?
So
13 years. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
probably right when he first got on, because look how young he looks. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I thought he was going to stay on with that whole like fast and loose switch up going on. I thought they would keep him and
thought he was a lifer,
Jaren
too.
for sure to keep it balanced. Maybe he wasn't feeling that, or
Or maybe he has another opportunity. Who knows?
Probably.
Yeah, Billy's a smart dude. He's one of the best riders, one of the most talented riders.
Look at
on
him
and off
there.
his bike.
That's
Yeah,
crazy,
look at the
dude.
young Billy.
damn, look at that transformation.
Yeah, shout out to Billy. Billy was such a good friend to me. I met him when I moved to Philly, way back when I was filming for Animal, and you know, he was just always such a nice kid. He actually helped me with like a lot of the YouTube stuff when I first started, and he was always just really, really helpful, always willing to lend a hand. So
he'd be great to have on the podcast.
he would.
Yeah.
He's really well spoken.
Cool. Well, hopefully there's something else on the works.
Yeah,
or,
come in,
I mean, he's got his
come in and
hand
let
in so
everybody
many
know.
different things, anyways.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
follow leader stuff and all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Might be making his own thing. He could.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Industry stuff, but I think something that most people would recognize, pretty synonymous with the brand Vans. 35 years of working at Vans. Jerry Batter's no longer associated with the company, so pretty crazy.
Longer than I've been alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry is one of the hardest working, best people to have for BMX ever.
Yeah.
Like he lives and breathes it. Lived and breathed Vans as well, but he took a higher up job and was doing like global marketing, and then COVID happened and they just weren't doing very many events. And then I think like when he wanted to come back into BMX, like there's just no roles for him. And
Yeah.
what I heard is like Steve Van Doren was crying when he had to tell him the news.
Yeah,
You know? Like it's that
yeah.
big. Like that's the. I don't know if Steve owns it or he's like he's so fucking high.
I think
up.
he's like a figurehead or something, because it's. I think because Vans is a $1 billion corporation
Yeah.
at this point, so they have like a board. Now there's decisions that can't be overruled at a point.
Regardless, so like someone that high up, it was that sad to have to let him go. It's like damn.
Yeah,
Like he was in there.
35, and hopefully they took care of him because you have 35 years. Like when I got let go from Riot, I was there for 18 years, so I got a severance package, all that stuff, and so I was comfortable for a little while. So hopefully 35 years. I mean, that's by my math, that's like a year of salary you get for a severance. So hopefully he got something like that. So, and then
Love you, Jerry.
yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Jerry Batters.
and then related to Dennis.
Oh, I
posted
saw this. I did see something. That's what I saw. Yeah.
Well, let's go squinty eyed at Dennis real quick here and be like, what are you doing?
I think we'll
What's
save
going
this.
on?
This could be a whole podcast on its own, and it's just the beginning of something
I
that
did see this.
is happening.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, jinx.
Jinx.
If my kid was here, he'd be like, jinx.
I think everyone is really hyped to see anything market.
Yeah.
It was very,
Cool.
very pivotal. You know?
Yeah, and it was interesting. This whole thing that we'll talk about in the future of me and Jerry in market all, and then I blasted my knee.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say next. Speaking of Dennis, yeah.
Yeah.
So how was Swamp Fest, Dennis?
It didn't go. God damn it. It didn't go. No, I literally, here's the story. So I was actually so hyped to go. I was leaving the next day and I was getting a session in at my ramps and feeling super good. And I was filming like a random headphone thing. Blake got a gig with some headphone company to film a few riders. And
Is that Apple Vision Pro?
I actually don't even know the name of the headphones. He was just had them on
I
my.
know what those things are.
Yeah, he had them on me, and I was riding, and it was cool because I was just like filming my normal stuff that I do in the backyard all the time, and it's like, damn, this is fun. Like, you're doing this cool thing for your headphones. I just get to ride. And he was packing up after we finished, and literally I was like, that was sick, Blake. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get a few more runs. Like, I'm feeling good, and I still got 15 more minutes of energy. And I fucking slammed on a trick I've been doing since I was like 13, and it was just a weird one. I was nose bonk barring the spine, like in between a bunch of little tech tricks I was doing flown around. And one of those things when you like, I felt like right before it happened, I was like, damn, I feel like really good right now. Like,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
was clicking. One of those, I'm like, I can't wait to go to Swamp Fest and come home and start working on this other stuff I want to do. And just fucked up a trick, slipped my hand, and the stem bounced up. And it wasn't even a hard slam. Like I was doing nose bonk bar, and I felt like I didn't get a good pop, and my back wheel was gonna tap the coping. It was just close enough, so I was like, don't throw it. But I'd already like let it go a little bit, and it slipped out of my hands.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. Like it's a 6.5 foot spine, and my hands aren't on the bars.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've fallen like that from way higher and got away with it. So I was like, I'll be fine. I just gotta stay loose and kind of go down with the ship. And the stem hit the ground, like the front wheel must have hit and bounced up at the same time I was going down because my knee just got karate chopped. And it didn't even hurt. It was just my kneecap went whoom, up into my thigh, and my leg curled up, like, because all the muscles just whoom.
Yeah.
Well, with this stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what that. And Blake had no clue what was going on. And I remember, like, as I was falling, I like didn't even stop rolling around yet, and I grabbed my leg, and I was trying to shove my kneecap back in because I was like,
Yeah, just
maybe
a
my knee
panic.
popped
Yeah.
out or something.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't even know like my knee hit anything because I was like, what? Did my knee dislocate or something crazy? Like my knees are normally pretty strong. What the? So I was like, oh, that's not going back in. And then I couldn't even look at it anymore. And then my leg just completely curled up because those thigh muscles and everything.
Yeah.
And I just like, no, like thinking of everything, like, you know, like, fuck, I'm about to have a kid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to,
That's
first off, I'm not going to Swamp Fest tomorrow. That was
Yeah,
first
yeah.
thing, like change of plans on that. And shit, I hope this gets better before we have our baby girl, you know, which is in like a month away. Now
Yeah.
it's like 3 weeks. And then I'm like, oh shit, that project I was about to start, that's going to get postponed. That, like, you know, it was like
just
5 things.
the
Like, so,
domino
and I was like,
effect,
all
yeah.
before I'm like, I might have still been rolling. Like, I don't even think I stopped moving when I was thinking that. So I'm just there yelling.
You're still,
no,
but
no,
you,
no.
but on the bright side, you're like, but I'll have plenty of time for podcasts.
That, yeah. after the
He's like
You
still
could think
rolling.
Positively
Yeah.
during those moments.
the
It's
positive
best,
thoughts
right?
came about like 12 hours later.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure.
12
I'm
hours
sure.
later after I realized what was going on. Then the positive thoughts started coming.
So you had surgery already.
So yeah, then I went to the emergency room, and I was like, you guys got to give me emergency surgery. And then they, you know, figured out what was going on. They're like, we'll straighten your leg, you know, like you got to let this calm down for like, you know, a week before we can find you.
Yeah.
It's not just like, it's not a broken bone. Like you snapped a tendon and snapped your kneecap. Like you need a good surgeon to make sure this is dialed and you'll be healed real easy. But so then I went home with just like such a fucked up leg. I've like never really like felt that broken before.
Yeah.
Got the surgery though. Now everything's feeling good. That was like 6 days ago. And yeah, at that same time, just kind of working on this. So
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Ugh.
Got a lot of stuff going on
Yeah.
to chill. Having my daughter, finished my Odyssey part like right before that, thankfully. Podcast.
And you're moving around now. You were
Yeah,
out-
no,
out
I'm
and
all
about,
good.
So
The pain's gone
Yeah.
now, and I'm all good. But
cool. And you'll
Grateful.
and maybe you have time to work on whatever.
we'll talk about this.
is,
But
yeah.
that's
So
something's happening.
Cool to see. Obviously, I wouldn't bring that up, but Jerry posted it.
Yeah.
So, Dennis Hurt, we got that. Since on that subject on here, I talked about the ride archives a while back and how I got the photo archives and stuff, and I wanted to clarify something. Hopefully, with the goal of completing it, but. I hadn't seen the archives in 6 years, and so I took everything that they had, but what I had was like kind of the issue folders and some other stuff, but like the official ride archive of like, you know, Dennis has a folder and Mira has a folder and Ruben has a folder and, you know, Josh Stricker has a folder. Every single rider has a folder of like unused photos. So what I have are all the used photos that were in the magazine essentially, which is cool. But like all the unseen stuff is still out there. So I don't know what happened. The parent company and stuff, I reached out to them. They're like, that's what we had. So somebody got in there at a point and took them. And I assume they took them because they cared. So I don't know who it is. I reached out to everybody that I could think of. So I'm just going to put it out in the world that like, hey, reach out to me.
Please.
Yeah, you know?
yeah.
So, I mean... If it comes down to money, it comes down to whatever. Like that's something that I would be willing to pay for, and that's it. So, just throwing that out there because I felt like a lot of people were like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with the archives?" And I kind of realized like, "Oh shit, I don't have everything." So it's kind of a sobering moment for me. So, okay, now back to the other stuff. So Jerry off of Vans, kink full length. 30.
We talked about this a few times, kind of like, is it happening or not?
Yeah.
And I kind of already knew it was happening, hanging out
Yeah.
with Nathan and Calvin. So it's nice to say King's going to put out another one that's going to shock your brain.
It is exciting.
You know
30
it.
years that company has been around. I remember
30 years.
the old props commercials. Like,
And they always had the back cover of Ride for
Mm-hmm.
like 20 years.
Always had the best team.
Always. Look at this team
the
now.
best
Like
trips, the
this is
best
like a new team. This
videos.
is like feels like a whole new team again.
I gotta say, I'm excited to see an Anthony Perrin part.
Oh,
Hell
man.
yeah. I think the last part he put out was Norcup.
FTS, yeah.
Best
I'm
video of the
excited
year.
to watch Harrison.
Harrison, too.
I don't know about this
Obviously,
guy.
Nathan, the
He
GOAT.
might have something.
He's definitely got something.
So
He might have a part.
Calvin full length. It's coming soon, right? It said like March 16th. So
Yeah.
March 16th.
that's
Yep.
exciting.
that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Kink for continuing to do the thing.
Yeah.
You
A
know,
legacy.
Making
A
full
legacy.
lengths is such a hard thing to do, and especially these days with how fast people want content turned over. So
Yep.
And I think that one's pretty cool too, because they kind of basically did it all around Calvin being in LA, like sent the team there instead of going like Kings normally, let's go here and here and here. And
Far
they,
off lands.
They completely switched it around and sent everyone to
Yeah.
Calvin, so they can just
Yeah.
kind of like SoCal it.
That's cool.
Plenty of spots.
Another full length. Diego Bravo's Keep It Down. This premiere happened already, so the video's out now.
DVD is out.
Yeah,
I brought you home one.
I haven't watched it yet. I had a busy month.
I don't have a DVD player.
We could even do a little premiere of this on
Oh
the podcast.
Yeah, maybe.
Or I guess they don't have it out, so
Yeah.
gotta wait till it goes online to do that. Diego's the man, though. He's such a good dude and lives and breathes BMX and talk about a spot god. Every time I'm hanging out with him, he's just showing me the craziest spots in his phone.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this. Oh, my gosh.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
so super cool. The full trailer is 3 minutes and 45 seconds, but I think we talked. Did we talk
did.
about this last month?
And we
too?
talked about
Yeah.
it coming out, but now it's out.
Okay, so
DVD
now
is
it's out. I
Diego
will
Bravo.
try and find a link to buy it. Too.
It's probably on his Instagram, I think, but
Yeah,
I'm sure there's an official link.
I'll add that in there. Nick Bruce Instagram post. I feel like
BMX is changing in a
Listen
good
to
way.
it first.
The Olympic side of riding isn't poison or isn't missing the essence of what true BMX is. It's the exact embodiment of what BMX is. The amount of hours it takes to dial in these gnarly tricks to perform back to back on new ramps that we only rode for an hour one day before is as burly as it gets. It's not easy. This is why we need more competitive BMX riders involved in the media to explain how difficult it is to do these tricks in a 1 minute run. I'd argue we try to be on our bikes more than anyone else in the world, just in hopes to perform these tricks that we've practiced the last million sessions. Forget about prize money, half the time there is none. We don't get the same level of respect in the core scene. Not to mention the respect the amateur competitors deserve who are spending money they don't have just in hopes to do well enough to be able to get to the next event. I've seen guys build the feast ramps and then compete along with me after that hard labor just for the love of competing. That's fucking BMX as it gets, and I get to see that every time I compete, and it's the most inspiring thing. The essence of BMX should be enjoying the bike no matter what type of riding you do. This has been the most amazing sport I have ever seen in my entire life. It's great that it's in the Olympics so more people can realize how amazing it really is. There's always someone new putting themselves out there, and there can always be more if we just drop this idea that it's poison. BMX in the Olympics is amazing, period.
so. I mean, I think it's coming. It's a good statement. You know, like I think there is definitely a bit of a divide between like the core and like the elite Olympic athletes.
What sparked this? That's my question.
I think it
This
was-
came
I think
from
he put a
something.
quote in the beginning. And
Yeah,
it's
it was
from-
the Trey Jones quote from Dig, the Dig book.
Oh, I think I did see that. Yeah.
So I think
So it's kind of like a response
I
to
think
that
so,
in a
yeah.
way.
But I
Okay.
think I mean, Nick and I talked via text, and I was like, I think you're letting like a couple of loud voices dictate a feeling, you know, like a negativity, because you're always gonna have the people that don't care, the people that are into it, the people that are not into it, and you have the people that are like shout and screaming, and they sound really loud, but they're not actually. They don't really represent people. But
I think people are always going to have opinions, and it's okay. And it's just like understanding that because somebody has an opinion, that doesn't mean necessarily that that's the way it is or the way it should be. It's okay. Some people might agree with that opinion. Some people might disagree with that opinion. But I think what the point he's trying to get across is that, you know, what he does in his style of riding is valuable, and it holds value in BMX. And I don't disagree with that one bit. I think, you know, Nick Bruce is somebody I personally look up to. I actually hit up Nick Bruce recently to ask like what his training program was like, just out of curiosity, because I'm like just wondering, you know, how they're able to manage everything. And arguably he's probably not wrong in how hard these dudes have to work to maintain the high level of riding that they do, and to be on that level. I think when it comes to media, I think what I will say about media is I think that there are riders that are a bit more focused on their own media. And I think these dudes are so busy and they have so much going on that it's a bit harder for them to focus on their own media. So maybe that's why there's a bit more media in, you know, say the street scene versus the park scene, because we have time to sit around and film things and do different things. But there's nothing here I disagree with. I think, you know, there's so many. I think Darden said this on a podcast at some point. There's so many different avenues you can go with BMX. You can be a YouTuber. You can be just somebody who posts on Instagram. You can film video parts. You can. There's multiple. The more avenues there are, the more people that it's going to bring in ultimately, right? Because you're going to have people that have different personality traits. You're going to have that guy that's going to want to go and has that personality trait that I'm like, I want to be the best. Yeah. He's going to go for the Olympics. You're going to have a guy who he just wants to have fun, and you know, he might have a great personality. He might not be the best rider, but he's great with a camera, and he creates content, and that's going to help expose more people to it for him doing his thing. And I feel like that's the one thing that Bruce or that Nick like missed, was that he was kind of talking about progression. We put time in on the bike, and it's like for a huge like like a huge part of BMX, it's about like hanging out with friends. Mm-hmm. And going out and just being out in the world and having fun, and then sometimes progression happens. Exactly. So it was like, and it's about like the culture and hanging out and having fun first, and then the progression and learning tricks and time on the bike is like a byproduct of that. And so that's where people watching that are like, yeah, you're trying to relate to me, but you actually kind of like went right over top of me. Yeah, because that's the thing. It's a personal thing. It's like, what is BMX to me, right? To you, that's what it is to you. It might not necessarily be to something. That's what I've always thought is beautiful about it, right? Exactly. It wouldn't bring in such a diverse population of people if it was the same thing. If it was just, this is this and this is the way it's done, then that you probably have a smaller pool of people, right? But because there are these different lanes and it can be something different to you. I know for myself personally, it was always like, riding was like a form of therapy to me. Like I'd go outside and just pedal around the streets, and I'd have all this schoolwork and all this stress, and I'd go ride, and it was just a great way to get out, especially like when I was in college. I remember when I was in college, I was working a bunch, and like my sessions were like my release, it was like that was like my happy place, and that's what that was for me during that time. Obviously I was progressing, and progression was something that I enjoyed, but that wasn't like my main focus. I wasn't trying to get to a contest. I was more or less just trying to relieve stress. So I think, and it's been different for me at different points in my life. And I think, I don't know, but I it's hard to think about, because this statement definitely comes from somewhere. And I think it's just like,
that quote would piss you off if you're in the Olympics. And you
for
see
sure.
That.
It's a direct dig at what you're
doing. The Olympics is poison. Is it definitely like? It's like but there's people that have like opinions about the Olympics totally unrelated to BMX. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with BMX. They just don't like the Olympics for the actual idea of it. And then when they see the Olympics come into BMX, they're like, all right, I don't like that, and it sucks that it's involved in this sport that I love. So it's like they're not connected.
To an argument or a conversation with those two.
Yeah. And that's what I told
where it's coming
from. I told Nick, I was like, dude, anytime you want to come and do the podcast, there was like 30 comments about doing Unclicked.
That's what you should have. So, you should literally get Nick and Trey to sit down and talk to each other. That'd be one of the most interesting conversations, because honestly, I don't have a strong enough opinion about it. Like whether I think it is what it is. Like the Olympics is just another thing. That's cool.
Oh, dude, I'm like just as excited for the day the Olympics contest is for when Garrett's next part is dropping.
Yeah,
you know?
it's cool.
To
It's
me,
something
like
else to watch,
they're totally different, but they're just as
It's still-
exciting.
yeah,
like
it's
that's going to be
yeah,
so
yeah.
sick when that drops.
I mean, this ironically. So this is. I went through the comments. The comments are all super interesting. Like,
Are they all over the place?
They're kind of all over the place, but
comment
they're.
section is-
Because I feel like most
they're-
people are like us, where it's like it's all fucking sick.
Yeah, they
But
just
you're
like-
only going to hear just like politics. You really only hear the screamers
extremes.
on both
The people
sides.
that are commenting are the people that are on the extreme.
Yeah,
Probably.
but this one is super well rounded. This is David Lieb, who is a professional mountain biker now, right? Like he
Yeah,
used to ride
yeah.
for GT and stuff. Said as former competitor and now a spectator of BMX, I see no value from the perspective of a viewer. In my opinion, the value in the core BMX scene and why it's respected so much is that it's something to literally be a part of, and you can immerse yourself in the culture. BMX at the Olympic level is out of reach for most and quite unrelatable. I also don't really see much lifestyle content to get people interested in the who is this rider and why should I care? I think if there was more tangible content bridging the gap to show these riders are human, it would create an atmosphere that was more immersive, and then industries would see more return on investment. I think we all learned from the way Supercross uses riders' personal life stories, hobbies, and personalities to get fans invested. It just comes down to who figures out how to fund it to get things rolling.
That
I
was
think
an amazing response.
Yeah.
Wow, dude,
Because
that was-
Dutour used
yeah,
to
yeah.
make a personality out of all the top 10 guys.
Exactly.
I remember
there
that.
was fucking you knew those riders.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
did.
like
And
it
I
was
think that
personality.
I think that's
and
where the
Supercross
part,
does a great
it's
job
like
of that
robot
too.
1 through 10, you know, and it's like
That was amazing.
Yeah,
So-
this is Team America. This is Team. Yeah, it's so
That
like
comment was like,
you're
"This is
representing
why,
the
and this
country.
is how you could get it."
I know absolutely nothing about Anthony John. Absolutely nothing.
I know
Besides
he's
he's
chill.
French.
Yeah,
He's
like,
super chill and
yeah.
ridiculously
Good at riding bikes.
insane
Yeah,
good.
like of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
and he's
So,
so
but,
chill
like,
though.
I
He's
know-
got a little smile all the time.
Yeah.
He looks like a stoner.
And so it's like that comment. I was like, that comment resonated with me because it was like, I think if you become a person, it brings people in and gets them like, hey, I like
Absolutely.
that person. I
Absolutely.
want to see him do well. And I want to
Absolutely.
understand it. So the comments are mostly positive or constructive that I saw.
But that was a great comment
they
on
are
like,
interesting.
That
here's a
was
way to.
very constructive.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
definitely an
David Lee,
interesting
shout out to that
topic,
comment.
and I do think there is a little bit of a divide, but I don't think it's as big as it maybe feels when you're on the internet. You know, when it's like that
Well,
did comment or the did
Here's the thing,
post.
right? Trey Jones is somebody who is. Let's face it, he's respected in our industry.
Yeah,
He's putting together Swamp Fest. He does things. He's
Yeah.
been in the scene. I've known Trey Jones since I was a kid, right? He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So and I'm sure Nick Bruce probably respects Trey,
Yeah.
you know? And so you hear that about like coming from somebody that you're like, yo, you're a part of this BMX thing that we all do together.
Yeah.
And you just said what I do is poison. That's
Yeah.
like, it hurts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that would
that
hurt me
sucks.
if
Yeah,
you
it
said that.
sucks.
If somebody I heard, if
Yeah.
I heard one of the Olympics dudes saying something about like my street riding or anything, like,
You're
I'd probably take it like, man, like,
disrespectful.
yeah, I'd be like, what? Like, come on, like, you
Yeah.
know, we all work for this in our own way. You know,
Yeah.
we're all trying
Yeah,
to
you
do
would
our
make the
thing.
same. Yeah, say
we're-
have the same
we're
similar.
little-
That's a
style,
good point. Why you would feel disrespected and
Yeah.
feel like you need to
No.
shout out what you do
Yeah.
because what Nick does is amazing. And
Yeah, he's one of the best riders in the world.
and if you
I mean,
feel like, if you read that quote and you think like, damn, probably everyone over there thinks the same thing, I'm going to go on here and let people
Yeah,
know this shit's
yeah.
legit.
yeah.
And I think
so-
Nick is a bit of an anomaly within that group too, because he does put things out there like this.
Yeah.
And he does go. He has been to Swamp Fest, and he, you know, like, and he does put out. He has his own park, and he does put out like effectively video parts and stuff like that, like, and to a degree, you know, and so he is a little bit of an anomaly within that group where it's hard to kind of, you know, pick one person out of a lineup.
Yeah, I mean,
at a
it's
point,
yeah,
so.
it's hard. You can't do it all,
Yeah.
right? And to be on that high level training program and to constantly go into those contests, flying all over the world, and then to focus on all of these, it's, you know, like, you can't do it all,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's his focus. So I mean, to see him doing, I mean, even putting this stuff out, it's good. I
Yeah,
think
to
the
be vulnerable
more-
and speak your mind like this is really
just talk.
cool.
The more people that are talking, the more people that are communicating on it, it's better. Nothing about this is negative, you know. So it's just him explaining his point of view. And
Yeah.
it's good.
Yep. Shout out to Nick for doing that.
Shout out
That's
to
cool. Gets people talking, which is important.
Yeah, he's my pick for the Olympics. That's, you know
Yeah,
what
I
I
have
mean?
no
Like,
idea.
I'll be
I have
rooting
no
for
idea.
Team, you know,
Yeah.
Team USA. Let's go, Nick.
So next up, I guess this is events that are coming actually, but this is in the news.
I saw this.
If you have plans in 2025, Mark your calendars. It's pretty crazy.
I saw this at first and I thought it was 2020. I'm like, wait,
I know, yeah.
they're already doing. I'm like, I didn't hear nothing. But that's cool. They're giving you time.
Yeah.
So this is cool.
They're bringing it back. Wintertime in the arena again.
In the arena.
That's the shit right there.
So
Cool.
when it was the best.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going.
did.
Lock myself in here. Why didn't Dennis go?
Yeah, right. There's literally
He was getting all pumped the day before and fucked himself up.
the comments were hilarious. I responded to like 5 or 10 of them, but there was like, I knew Dennis would bail.
I'm not locking myself to anything.
Is
he
Dennis
did.
there? Where's Dennis? Why isn't Dennis there? And then they got a little angrier towards the end. I knew he would bail. Fucking Dennis.
I didn't bail. I can't fucking walk. Maybe next year.
American BMX Flatland League. This is something that Terry Adams started. Pretty cool. Just the riders getting together and throwing contests and getting organized and having the riders priorities in front of things. Super cool. Obviously, kind of straightforward site at this point, but they have some events coming up. April 6th in Vegas. And then June 1st in, where was that? Houston. And then more events that happen, actually, technically. July 13th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So
Cool.
the website will be linked in here. And then next we have bad news. Wheel Mill closing.
Wait, that's where they do the jam every year?
Don't look at our DMs. Yeah, that's Winter Welcome Jam just recently.
No way.
So,
That's
sorry,
not
I
good.
should have moved that camera. Sorry, Dennis.
No, it's fine.
But permanently closed as of March 18th.
That place had a scene for the wintertime.
Yeah, and then obviously the outpour of stuff. 460 comments, and then they do have some potential good news. So I think it's yet to be officially announced, and I don't, I don't know anything necessarily either. There's nothing like signed or done or whatever, but potentially good news, which is great because the community rallied behind. People saw that it was going to close. Some people stepped up, and hopefully they can keep it going.
Cool.
So
Because
great.
that supports a huge scene. I know it gets cold there in the winter, and those jams always
Yeah, and
pop
people
up.
travel. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I went there with Van. We drove there from Philly just because it's
Too
worth
many
it,
months of not riding.
Yeah. And so
Probably
people, I
freak you
know
out.
a lot of people drive and travel to go
So
there.
I got a quote from Mike Patazzi. He said, "Just say sounds like things are in the works and a good chance it'll stay open." So
Cool.
he said,
That's
also
awesome.
maybe shamelessly plug support your local shops and parks after you give a little update.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Support the Wheel Mill.
it's one of those things where you take it for granted and you don't realize that it's struggling, and then oh shit, this place that I've relied on for a decade and produces countless memories and good times and stuff is going away. Holy shit, So support that stuff. It is important.
It'd be a great thing for the governments to support too, because with all the new free parks going up that you can't ride in the winter in a lot of places,
Yeah.
it's like, what about these places that are so hard to survive because of all these great parks in the summer? They only
Yeah.
have like seasonal support. I feel like other countries do that.
I mean, that was always I always told people that's what happened on the East Coast. That's what happened to the Incline Club. That's what happens to Hackettstown.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
There used
the
to be
park
no
in
cement
Philly.
parks.
There was no. Those were your only options. You were there summer and winter, and then they built all these free parks, which is amazing for us because now we have options. But nobody's going to go pay $15-20 to go ride the Incline Club on a hot summer day when they can be at a shaded park with, their friends hanging out, doing whatever they want for free. So the support wasn't there during those summer months, and they just couldn't keep up.
I think
payment.
it could. I mean, I feel like some park could probably parlay that like a public health grant or something like that, because it's
It's
getting
like what
people. It's getting
Claremont
people
does,
out
kind of.
there.
It's not
yeah.
the government, but it's like big nonprofit, and that's why it'll always stay around.
Yeah. So
Because they support it like through the thick and thin.
yeah, pretty crazy. So hopefully they can sort out something like that. I think I said that to Michael when we were talking. Like it'd be cool, like just like turn it.
Yeah,
into
try and work
nonprofit
with the city
and stuff.
to be like, look at what this does in the wintertime and get rid of it. That's going to screw a lot of people over.
Yeah. A GoFundMe for Stephen Murray to get do they have the bike? I should have.
It's really cool.
Yeah, this right here.
And I forgot to donate to this. I have it screenshotted,
Yeah.
but I'm going to give you $100 to donate right now if you could.
Yeah, I can do
Cool.
it for
Okay,
you. I'll
cash.
double it.
2, 4, 6,
Send me
8.
this link. I'm gonna donate.
Yeah. So
Yeah, help Steven get, dude. Honestly, man, being laid up from this injury when it was really bad after surgery, it really just made me so grateful to know that I was gonna be able to get out of bed and piss again.
Yeah.
And thinking
Right.
about all the homies, the good human beings like Steven who have been stuck since they fucking fell.
Yeah.
It made me just have so much sympathy for those guys and stuff like this, that he's going to be able to get on a bike and get a thrill and get adrenaline again.
Yeah, so it says recently I became aware
2,
of this
4,
awesome
6,
piece of
8,
equipment
10.
being ridden by Peter Lloyd.
$100,
Thank you, sir.
Steven.
Peter has a similar injury level to Steven, and he managed to ride trails and use an all-terrain wheelchair called a Quadrix using a chest-mounted chin control that Peter developed himself. His ability to maneuver this chair is unreal. Of course, this bike is incredibly expensive, and then they go on to say it's around 23,000 pounds, so it's about $30K. Let's see.
If everyone donates, though, let the man get this, because Steven put in for BMX.
What the?
No, Steven has clips. Nasty was posting something, and he was like riding it on.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's a fully paralyzed dude having some fucking fun.
Wow, this would be life changing for him.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Even just cruising that thing around your compound, you know?
Yeah. For somebody that can't normally,
Yes.
Dude, that is amazing.
Wow.
That was like way
really
crazier.
You
than
can
I
kind
thought
of get your body back
Yeah.
again, in a sense. Like if you can get
He's out there in the rain
Yup.
sitting in it.
I
Wow,
don't know
shout out. I don't want to glance over the fact that this guy developed this on his
Yeah.
own.
Oh,
So
okay.
shout out to
That's his thing?
Peter Lloyd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's insane.
Yeah, that's better than like any wheelchair ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So GoFundMe link will of course be in the bio, just like or in the description, just like everything else.
He's almost there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 439. So if like 200 more people donate.
And then Eddie Rios, New York legend. I'll let Glenn talk here. Actually, he sums this up.
Glenn.
It's just really amazing people who have come from BMX. Growing up in New York City, we'd hear about different dudes in different boroughs. Two of these guys were Walter and Dexter. In their crew, or like seemingly in their crew, was this one young buck, Eddie Rios. Eddie would crush any of the local contests, and when pros came to town, Eddie could hang with the best of them. In New York City, Eddie is a true neighborhood superhero. He really is the king of New York. But more importantly, Eddie is one of the nicest, most down-to-earth humans you could ever meet. I remember seeing him on ramps cheering for anyone who rode. Here's a guy who could do anything, but he shared his love for bikes with everyone around him. Eddie Rios is exactly what I think BMX is. Love. Love for the tricks, love for the lifestyle, and love for all of those around you. Eddie is BMX.
That's fucking Eddie original right there.
There are
So,
So is that just a cool shout out, Glenn made?
yeah, Glenn made that
That's
almost
sick.
almost 2 years ago. Yeah, and
cool.
so Eddie passed away recently
Ah,
to pancreatic cancer, I believe. So,
No.
yeah. So our condolences to all his friends and family. I believe I met Eddie, 15 years ago. But super cool dude, and just like kind of the king of New York, but also it felt like he was like the mayor.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knew him. And then, so good thing that came out of it is that they got. I think he's from Florida originally, so DeGroot has been instrumental in getting a park there named after him. So they're changing it, like a Deltona, Florida park is now like the Eddie Rios Park and stuff like that. So super cool.
That's awesome.
Keep his legacy going. So
Respect. R.I.P.
yeah. Events that happened. Swamp Fest.
Swamp Fest happened.
Swamp Fest.
And
this
actually-
looked like probably one of the craziest courses that I've ever had.
It was. Here, we'll let the best of play. Whoa, metal music. It was I don't know if it was any crazier than normal. I feel like there's always those.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That was scary because Corey got hurt in the bowl
Oh, I
last
know.
year, like because something happened where his back wheel clipped, and I saw that, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I didn't realize that happened, and like
Really?
somebody was talking about it, and I didn't realize it happened.
So this had to be like close to one of the biggest turnouts
It was definitely. I feel like there's more people than ever.
because this event would be going on, and then you'd see like angles of other people doing crazy stuff somewhere else. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was nuts.
There was no way that you could ever film everything.
Yeah. You guys did a great job though, like sitting at home with my busted knee.
Larry's
I was
back.
felt like I was there.
Yeah.
Good job. Larry's
Sorry.
definitely back. Shout out to Larry
Yeah.
Edgar. He's been on it.
Dude, Grayson Fletcher is a fucking beast.
Yeah, he seemed like the dude that would get in there in the BMX jams,
Yeah.
like the skate.
I felt bad because he was having pretty bad luck there. Like he like finally got a line at it with Nada almost like getting fucking destroyed, and then he catches a seam and just gets melted. But he stalled that wall
I saw that.
before, like the day before and everything. Like,
Yeah, it's
did a bunch
cool.
of
It
crazy
gives
shit.
like now BMXers and skaters are probably like learning who their favorite rider is. And who their
Yeah,
favorite skater is.
yeah.
Like, I'm sure a lot of people went home from there like, damn, Grayson Fletcher is my new favorite skater.
He's my new
sick.
favorite skater. He's fucking amazing.
He was, like,
he's
the
like the
only-
mascot. He was like everywhere. So, so we have 17 minutes, and
That was crazy.
We even forgot.
This is nuts, dude. It looks like different players.
It doesn't
like,
even
that
seem
bowl
real.
covered
Yeah.
up.
It doesn't even.
And then this, like, what is this?
Dude, this part was actually.
Don't fucking touch it!
And it's crazy. There was
That's
like,
me. So that's me screaming in the camera. I'm filming because a dude is a mortar, and I guess it went out, but I didn't realize it, and I thought it was like gonna explode, and I was gonna like film the. I was literally screaming at the camera like, "Don't fucking touch it!" Like, but
It definitely seems like one of the wildest places.
yeah,
and Catfish was the announcer this year, or did he just?
I think he was just showed up.
That's how I lost my hand in Florida.
I think it's a snowball.
We put that guy on the thumbnail originally, and instantly got like
I
flagged.
could imagine.
But I mean, it was like he was censored and stuff. You couldn't see anything. But yeah, I didn't know. So. But yeah, it. I saw lots of comments about it. You know, they watched the end video. It was like it was literally called like the chaotic end, and they were like, "It's too much like bullshit. There's not enough riding and all this stuff." And I'm like, "You realize it's raining,
Yeah, like
right?
that day wouldn't
It's
have
raining."
happened without all that crazy hard work.
Yeah, and there was two events that did happen. Or the BSD thing and the Bolt Jam did happen that day, and it's because they tarped it, spent all night tarping it, and it's the fucking end. It's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to see those comments, and you're like, dude, there's more riding than ever. Like, if you combine all the videos, even including the best of, there's like 2 hours of footage.
And
There's a lot of
you're
bike
filming
rides.
so
A
much
lot,
stuff too
yeah.
that like because I was watching a lot of Instagram before the internet videos
Yeah.
were coming out, and like the trail sessions
We're
look
insane.
unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of the sickest dudes riding trails while
Yeah.
other people are throwing dynamite at a pirate ship.
Yeah,
Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and
Well-
you couldn't even like, and I got a couple flack of that, like not filming the trails, but there wasn't a trails event, and dude, I'm filming all day. Like I can't just stand there and film the trails too.
I couldn't
like
even
try, and there was a little bit of footage of the trails on the day one stuff, but it's like I can't film it.
It was kind of cool though
Yeah,
because your stuff
so-
focused on the events, and then like when I would go on Instagram to keep up, it was a lot of trail stuff.
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah. These days I just focus on the bike riding.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, dude, I
when you
can't.
broke off sitting in bed, there's plenty of coverage.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw it all. I was there.
The one video that I did want to show is this. If you guys probably saw it, but maybe not.
I don't think so.
Well, this is gonna turn this audio off. But this guy being a fucking drunk asshole, he's like doing.
What is this?
Oh my god.
Oh!
No way. Multiple angles.
Bam! There must be some fucked up people.
Yeah. So you can see he like does it. He does a little like ass grab at another girl
Yeah,
just right
what's he
there, and so
doing?
he's being a fucking prick, and he just gets
Dude,
clapped.
instant karma.
And so John Paul Rogers is one that put this together, and then I went to his Instagram to find it, and I was like, wait, what happened in the video? He's like, oh, it went viral, and I didn't want to deal with assholes, so I deleted it. but then he DM'd me the video so I could show it here. But his caption. His caption was like the best thing because it said something in the effect of like, in 7 years of Swampfest, there's never been like a physical altercation, and everybody respects one another, and women are meant to be included in that. And if you don't, then you get fucking clapped.
Nice.
You know, like, and it was like,
I'm glad
I was
that-
like, the caption was perfect.
I'm glad she did it.
So yeah, and that's like God, I'm gonna blow it. But the guy that does all the screen printing in Florida, that's his wife. So
Nice.
it was too funny in the footage. I don't even know if it
You're a
made that edit,
badass
but
for
she was
putting that
literally
guy in his place.
everything was exploding at the end during the dance comp thing, and she was blowing bubbles. She was just like blowing bubbles, and then apparently that happened.
She's a hippie
too.
that'll beat your ass.
So it was sick.
Yeah, someone's got to take that guy's Vans off him. He's not allowed to wear those.
Right.
Get that guy out of Vans.
But yeah,
Doesn't deserve them.
as always, shout out to Trey.
Yep.
I mean, fucking massive undertaking, and what I would consider to be the most successful one yet. You know, like even like they built that bowl, and it's like they don't expect the trails to make it till next year just because motocross and weather and all.
Are they
that
gonna leave
stuff.
the bowl?
But the bowl is permanent.
That's
and,
sick.
And if people realize the wood part is removable, so then they can make it bigger next year.
Oh yeah,
Because
just
they're
keep adding.
very smart.
So they add to it.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's awesome.
So they can actually extend it
Yo.
out next year.
Do they have like a
and make it-
contract with this place where they're going to be there for at least a few years?
I mean, I
just assume?
think they have to. Dude, when we came in on Saturday morning, like 9 a.m, the line to get in was fucking insane.
Did you know how
like-
many people?
I have no idea, but the whole front area that we didn't even know was like a camping area and stuff was packed, and it was. I mean, it had to be a successful weekend for them. The grounds,
Yeah,
the motocross track.
Oh, yeah.
So no reason they shouldn't have them back. I mean, they knew what they were signing up for. I'm sure Trey sent them the video. It's not worth trying to like dumb it down. You got to give them the full Swamp Fest to make sure that they're cool with it. So.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy event, and it's getting sicker and sicker.
2025.
Yeah.
So Swamp Fest happened, and then very similar to Swamp Fest, Triple Challenge.
This was so crazy. I watched this the other day.
Yeah,
Maybe yesterday.
So Glendale, Arizona happened the weekend before.
Look at
and
that
then,
screen grab.
Yeah, and then the final one in.
Yeah, if I was a kid and you asked me what trick, I'd be like, "What? I don't." He looks like he's falling.
Right.
They dropped him from a plane.
I don't know. Doesn't look like it's gonna end well.
And then where was it? This one. So this is the semifinals.
It was one of those where the semifinals was pretty much crazier than the finals.
Exactly. It was similar to that Vans, the Waffle Cup, where
Yeah.
semifinals went off and everybody was like, "How did that happen? Why did that happen?" Just right there.
Good vibes. And then
Like-
the finals was like everyone couldn't land anything anymore because it was not everyone, but
Yeah. Like
this one.
let's see.
A couple of these judges are my best friends, but I'm sure that this one, judging wise, since it's 3 tricks and everyone's riding so different, is people probably get pretty bummed because
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because even watching this, I'm like, I would judge this differently.
Oh. Yeah.
Bryce is turning into
He's a
like
beast.
coming into his own. Been good forever. Boom, boom. I like to say that Daniel Sandoval never gets much respect in these.
Yeah.
that true?
Yeah.
God, his run
yeah.
was so good, and he didn't even get in there.
Yeah, it was like the run that basically got him second place in Glendale didn't qualify him for finals here.
Yeah.
What is it? What are final top?
Top 8. Yeah.
Okay.
And so so everybody rode so good in semifinals, like the second group didn't even take a third run. They were all like, "Hey, we pulled all our shit. We're done." So
Let's see if I think Daniels runs next.
Yeah.
Like, look at this run. This didn't get him in finals. Fuck. Truck, down whip, truck. 3 double down whip. 3 whip to whip back. 9th place.
pretty
but-
crazy.
I just don't know how you judge these things.
And so obviously there's controversy too with even like the scoring on the top 3, where it's like I think it was 2.
Look at that. He was like kicking the whip with his hand off. Watching that with a broken kneecap made me like hurt so bad. Just thinking about what that feel like right now.
I think he didn't put it together. Yeah, but then he does like this is 8th place. Look at
Okay,
8th
let's
place.
see 8th place run. Flip, tuck to it. Flip bar to tuck. Cash roll. That run was more diverse. Okay, let's see the next one. Let me see if I'm. Flip the whip.
So
I don't know how you do it.
I don't know either.
judge this
I don't
shit?
know either.
I'm
yeah.
glad I'm not a
True.
judge for these because it's just
Yeah, when you go down the line-
Jake's run is fucked too.
Maybe
Like,
they did do a good job at judging.
all their first runs are the ones that they pull. Flip, double whip
360 Superman seat grab
to 720 decade.
720.
It's 3 perfect jumps. So you got to do
or
your,
decade to
you have to have
360,
three,
whatever it is.
3 huge bangers and get them all.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. So this is and his run.
Double flip tug, front flip tug.
I think
They love a double flip. That's for sure.
that may not even be his best run.
No, I think he did a crazy one.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
turn down.
Down, double flip, front flip tug. Double flip.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
How insane is that?
That is crazy.
2 double flip variations.
Yeah.
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 Because I guess Daniels was a lot of 360 whip variations.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
but double flip.
it's one of those things where it's like
True.
there's
True.
the
I take
comments-
that back. You guys judge this good.
Yeah, the comments are always like Buckworth only does double flips, and it's like,
But it's-
dude, they're
But
fucking
it's a double
crazy.
flip.
Yeah,
That's
he just
insane.
did
It's 3
2
jumps.
double-
It's a
and
dangerous
so
trick. Yeah, he's doing it and flowing the
and then
Yeah.
finals.
If it's 3 jumps and he's got those 3 bangers.
I think. Sorry, the colors got all crazy on this thing. 360 double backflip, front flip no hander,
360 double backflip.
and then double flip.
That was a nice double flip.
Dude, he did a 360 double backflip.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's and on
He
the
did-
first jump. On the
And
first jump.
he
you
did.
know?
He did 3 360 double backflips that day because he did a 360 double backflip in
And look at-
semifinals.
And it's just these
This is his
runs
joke.
are
Now he's just-
so
that's his-
different.
Fucking around.
These runs are I guess those are
Okay, so what beat that?
I think
So big ass
2E
double
flip. So we got double flip on the first
flip versus the
one.
360 double flip, front bike flip.
Okay, that's crazy. Switch the feet up.
he just
4.
4, but he
Pure quad
doesn't.
whip.
He does his feet. He does his. This,
That's how he does
That's
it.
how he
Okay,
does it.
okay.
Yeah.
So the first trick went to
Wait,
R
so-
Willie. Second trick goes to Jay. Front
Yeah.
flip no hander versus that, and then the last trick goes to Jay. So fuck. Yeah.
But
Because
The-
the quad whip versus a double flip, quad whip's way crazier.
yeah, but isn't a 360 double flip? Isn't that
way-
like
way
fucking
crazier.
more points than
You double flip
any-
on the first jump.
Yeah, like
Yeah, because that's crazy to keep your flow going.
That's
and
like
then
But
a
you
do
think
a
you're
trick on
so
the
you're
second
judging all
one.
3 though, and then like okay, the first trick is worth you got like 100 points.
yeah, but
I would love to
Yeah.
see what their criteria
Yeah.
was. You know,
because that's what I mean. Like it was one of those things where like R Willie had the hardest trick, but then
The next 2 Jay beat him.
yeah,
His tricks were better on
so,
the next
but
two.
like I don't know.
So 2 jumps, and then that's like a tie, kind of.
yeah, and a
There's-
quad and a quad whip versus a double flip. Is it? Is
Oh
it
yeah,
better?
yeah.
Or
I don't
Way
do
more
either of
people-
those
fuck
tricks,
if I know.
but I think more people do double.
Way more
Yeah,
people do
a lot
double
of-
flip.
you got a
Quad
good
whip's
point.
quad whip's still really rare
Yeah.
for the most part.
And then
flip trip
triple
whip. That's fucked. Perfect.
My filming sucks.
Cash roll whip.
Perfect. Double truck 7.
Opinionated ass me likes that run the best.
Yeah.
I like that run the best too because it's just the most diverse.
That shit.
There's like 3 different totally
Very
different
different trick. I would give it
I
to
think
They're
Brady.
all really hard.
I think they're all really close, and then Jay and
I think
R Willie's like a coin toss.
That's the debate.
But-
I think it's Jay versus R Willie because
But Brady's was beautiful.
because if
And
R
everybody
Willie
He did
got
all those tricks so
and he
good.
blasted them.
He did it with style too.
Flip trip whip,
And I was
cash
just about
roll
say,
whip
it's
to
like,
7
how do you
double
even
bar.
add style, and he
Yeah.
did it good.
Yeah.
Like, run that run back real quick.
That
That's what I'm
run,
saying.
dude. That was like the best run of the
He
year.
did like it all looked good. The flip triple whip didn't look forced.
He knows what he needs to do. Over that first jump.
He caught it smooth. Like, he caught it like a ball.
Perfect. Like he was
Rap.
he wasn't
He was ready to
forcing
pump.
it exactly. And then
Cash roll,
that
rap right into the landing.
this
Yo.
dude.
And even the
He's a
7 double.
weapon, dude.
He does a truck to truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was a truck to truck. That was cool. It wasn't like a double bar or like he just 1 truck driver, 2 truck drivers.
pretty crazy. So
Shout out to Pat because those are his first
Yep.
2 tricks he'll do. You know,
Yep.
flip.
And-
He does a
and
flip triple to
Casey,
cash roll whip
shout
too.
out to the GOAT.
Brady wearing the Pat shirt.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yeah, I will say
Shout out to all three of them. Everyone in that contest and that top highlight is just insane.
shout out
You're
to
all
everyone.
doing
I mean,
it. It sucks that there's not more of those for you guys to keep
it
competing.
sucks
There's only
everybody
3.
can't win.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was like tennis, like if you got 15th place, you'd be making
Yeah, right.
so much money.
Yeah.
It just
But
sucks.
and that's it. And I got to, since you brought up money, 10 years they've been doing this event. $100,000 in prize money every year. They've given out $1 million in 10 years. So say what you want, but they put $1 million. You know, like the pundits,
No, it's
the
badass.
people in
It's-
the peanut gallery, like the.
Dude.
I'm not supposed to say that term anymore. I just learned that recently.
Haters gonna hate, but man, any event, if there was a cool event every weekend, that'd be the best
yeah,
thing ever.
Yeah. So these dudes. You know,
I mean, yeah, and
congrats.
it's cool. We even talked about that earlier with everything with Nick Bruce, because you think about how many different events we just talked about on this news update, right? We went from
So
everywhere from
different.
Swamp Fest to the Olympics to something that's somewhere in the middle with this, where
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, to me, I look like a dirt jumping contest is, I mean, it's not like, this obviously isn't a trail jam. It's not that core, but it's kind of like, I grew up on dirt contests. That was like a big part of the BMX history. So it's cool to see all these, and then even to see what Terry Adams is doing. Like, shout out to him for putting that together for the flatland scene.
Exactly.
You know? So I
A
think
roll
there's-
into 3 jumps is almost like the roots of dirt contests too. It's like
yeah,
full circle.
Yeah.
Used to be a
And
roll into 1 jump.
going
at
going
one
along
point,
with
you know?
the Nick thing. So Vish and I this year are working on like a little bit of a long form documentary that hopefully that we can like
On
put
one rider?
on this series
Oh,
like
cool.
overall. So that hopefully we can put some personality, because even Vish came in having never filmed these this year, and he was like, yeah, I kind of thought it was going to be different, and like all the dudes are super cool, and it's like it really is like a vibe, and all these guys are like feeding off of each other, and there's really not too much like competitiveness. And so I'm like, I've been filming them since onset, so I've been filming them for 10 years, so I needed to like
Decade.
I needed to like
Yeah.
step away from like doing those edits for a little bit and hopefully kind of come back. So and then yeah, that's over. And then overall champion for the year was Brady. Brady
Nice.
came back, and I think
He's on
it's
his
crazy.
tear
Yeah,
right
because
now.
he won his first ever one last year, and then this year he's the overall champion. So
And he won X Games, which
And
is
he won
like
X Games.
the big
Yeah,
dog
he's-
version
which is
of
why
this.
he got into X Games is this. So it's like, dude, it's cool. It's like say whatever, but like it's an open invite. Anybody can show up and ride dirt event that is become like a qualifier for arguably the biggest contest in the world, maybe X Games,
Yeah, I
X
think
Games,
so, yeah.
Olympics. Who knows?
I'd say X Games.
So on to the next. I haven't watched this, but Captial BMX rolled through LA and HB. So they combined them into one video. So highlights from this live on the site. Link in the bio, and then San Diego stuff didn't come out. And then we had Feast in Japan. Eno Shia.
Season.
This is Anthony John Jones winning run.
Come on, Anthony.
Anthony been a part of the Feast competitions for many
So this
years.
got rained out, and they got
Just like
no
watching
practice.
it as a,
Yeah.
Like couple runs or
spectator,
something,
now he's
and then
one
they
of the top
fired all this
athletes
stuff
in the
off,
world.
and then
Wow,
they just took this was
huge
supposed to be
five player.
qualifying, but pretty sure when it's rain events like that, you kind of take it as like this could be the last one.
Yeah.
He did a flip double whip and a flip triple whip
I think it was.
in this run already.
Using this
They
box,
I didn't hear that they
tons of
dropped
speed
in
still,
knowing that it
20
could be
seconds
fine.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually when it's like rainy
Yeah.
contests, they
This man is a
you
true
kind of know
athlete. On
that.
Instagram last week, he was doing some kind of heat training where he was like pedaling an indoor bike while having the heaters on him as well.
Landed sort of flat on that last
And apparently it was
flare
like
whip.
Come on,
40
Anthony.
degrees
Keeps
or
the
something,
speed up.
right?
Quick no
4 degrees.
Keeps it going.
What's the calculation on that?
And
what's that in
that's gonna be the
America?
time
What's
for
his
Anthony
second place
Jean-Jean.
run?
What is it? 40? Wait.
It was 40 degrees while they're
Pride of
riding right there.
France.
That's gnarly.
Let's see if we have Logan's run.
But you said
Logan got second.
Logan, yeah, I think that's it.
Who got third?
Raza.
Got third.
What is fucking Dowell in there? Felt better. Oh, all right. I thought he said was better. I was like, what? Here's Logan.
2 times world champion Logan Martin starting off strong with that front flip.
Logan Martin is the man everyone is watching this year.
It's fun to be the fake judge of these things and be like, did I trip whip? I don't know. I'm liking this run better so far.
Getting high on that wall. He's just got box trips.
Just by a little bit,
tricks for
but every
days.
trick is crazy.
This is a lot like his setup
Oh my
back in
God.
Australia at his house that he trains on every day.
Every trick is nice.
It's like landing perfect
Let's
on
say
everything.
backyard setup at his house on the Gold Coast in Australia.
But this isn't like you can pedal as much as you want.
He's
in
got
these
so
contests.
many
Yeah.
flare
Really conducted,
tricks,
like,
so
no
many
whole
like
contest.
backflip tricks.
But he does the least.
Yeah, he's
like
definitely
keeps it
breaking a
smooth.
sweat.
It's kind of like his advantage is he's so
wonder-
smooth that he doesn't have to use a lot of energy like some of the other guys.
yeah, he's catching
Big old
every
transfer.
transition.
I wonder if there is like if you have the two of
Going
the
the
exact
last
same
couple of
runs, like
seconds.
if the guy pedaled a bunch,
One
if they
more.
care.
Probably like
Nice
the
flare.
you know we got to
Textbook
start getting real technical towards the end.
It'd be cool to see all their criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was close. John at the end just had, or that was that not the one?
Front flip no hander now. Yeah, I
Starting
don't know.
off strong with that front flip no-hander by Logan Martin. Look at that.
Oh my God.
720 tail whip.
That was over
This
transferring
is why
too.
Logan won the gold medal
Three.
for the 2020
Dude,
Olympics.
this
is the
run's
up-
crazy.
this is the
He's up in
upgrade.
it.
How did that left foot even get back on?
Yeah.
That's getting high on that backflip bar spin.
Oh
no-hander.
man, I don't know.
Flare, downside tilt.
John's run was
Minus
amazing,
an
but
opposite footed one.
He's
I ain't a
still
judge for a
going
reason. I
up
have no
when he was
idea.
throwing his hands off. It's almost
who
like
knows
he
though?
was
That could
throwing
have
the
John could have
bars
done
one or
2
two
runs
more
as well,
times in that
and we didn't
trick.
see the other one.
I don't know. They said that was the winning run. So
You know, such big airs. Even this, he's probably, you know, maybe doing something that's like we said.
seems like
really
maybe a little
safe
bit
for
more
Logan.
blank.
Wow.
You know, but that was sick.
Come
Too.
on, Logan. Last
I
10
don't know.
seconds.
Yeah. Who knows?
It's hard too
But,
because like when you're judging qualifying, I feel like you're not, because I've judged contests before, and like the finals is where you're like, all right, this matters.
yeah,
But it's
you,
Olympics,
like,
so you're
really
like-
click in.
Yeah.
at that, yeah.
You're usually like, whatever, they're all gonna get in there anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You just need to sort it out.
you need to get
like,
them
it's
in
not
there.
that- yeah. So Maka won on the female side. I know
Nice.
there was some controversy. Tencio posted a pretty gnarly thing. I don't know if you saw
No.
it. Just like kind of like about he took a hard fall and kind of was like, I thought I thought these contests were going to be run better over the years and all that stuff. I don't know if it's even.
I saw he fell. I didn't see what he wrote.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in Spanish.
He had it underneath, but it was like kind of a heavy paragraph for sure. I think at a point I translated it, and then I was like, oh wait, it's down here at the bottom too. So takes a hard fall.
Ooh.
Yeah, but he said he's okay. That's not a good one. But I don't know how he goes from that second slide to that, just chilling so quickly. But this is a fall I had today in Japan. Fortunately, I'm fine and pain-free. It does not affect my objectives since it was not a Olympic qualifier series. I came very prepared. Unfortunately, the organization of these events is each day getting worse. They throw us into competing without having a decent practice, leading to a single final with a really, really dangerous winds and barely 4 degrees temperature. We prayed for a long time these events would be held in closed spaces where the weather, especially the wind, does not affect us and put us in danger. But unfortunately, they have their own interests. Apparently, is not to get a better show, prove the sport, make riders good for the riders, judges, or even people who build the course so hard under rainy days. So,
Damn.
pretty gnarly thing. I don't know. I mean, it does look like, I would say that. I mean, it didn't look like he fell because of the wind.
I mean,
you know, like
Could have been
like,
blowing this way though and pushed him to flat.
could have.
I'll tell you what,
I
that
don't
first
know.
comment sums it up though, right there. If this is an Olympic event and they do have fun, like they have all this money, putting money and funding into it, why not just hold it inside?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
are they outside? Why are they even having to think about rain as a thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's not an Olympic. I guess it's not an Olympic qualifier. I don't know. I think you get points for your country or something like that. I don't, because the Olympic qualifying series is, again, this is we need Kyle here, but it's basically like these things get points for the country, and then your top 2 riders from the country
Yeah.
go to the Olympic
Okay.
qualifying series, and then there's 2 of those, the Budapest one and the China one. I actually know this way better if I'm right, at least. And then those qualify you for the Olympics. Like those placings, I think, qualify. I think.
I mean, I think
So-
it's cool that it's outside, but I just.
But yeah, I mean, you can't predict. I mean, you can't fucking control the weather, you know. And I'm not saying I wasn't there. I don't know anything. It's just it looks like he had a hard fall, and that fucking puts your head in a shitty place, and you know, and he's probably just letting out feelings that he's felt for a while.
Yeah, that they're always gonna put this show in front of.
They're gonna make the show happen, but so it's hard, and
tough.
it's like when you're pressured to ride and perform in front of people or whatever, and you have shit on the line. That's like not fun, you know. I think people need to judge their gut though.
Yeah,
in a point, you know, because even like
it's hard though when the guy in front of you says "fuck it," and
then you feel
like,
obligated.
We're doing this.
Yeah, like oh yeah, we got to do it, and I put in all this to get here, and I like you said, there's a lot that goes into all this. So.
Like even in Arlington on the qualifying day, there was like crazy, pretty 20-mile-an-hour winds coming from the side and stuff, and luckily that's like not a closed one. But it was like they let them take all the time, and you'd have riders that would be up there for 5 or 10 minutes waiting, and then the next dude would just drop in right away. Yeah. Like it was such a different, you're like, well, that's crazy that they would do that. And like fucking Leandro was at the bottom of the roll-in because people would be up there for a long time in practice, and he'd be like, go. He just like did not care at all. So, I mean, it's just great. It's crazy how it works. Hopefully, Kenneth is healing up. I obviously mean nothing by like, it just looked like he pulled out of it and is like out of the quarter. Like I don't. But wind gets in your head. Fucking weather gets in your head. Like your whole shit.
He's not comfortable with.
Exactly.
That's what he's
lack of practice can make you fall.
And
like
I think that's the point. Is that it's like, hey, you don't feel good. Like trust yourself. To any riders out there, like, hey, this doesn't really feel right, like fucking chill, like it's okay. So but
taking it easy is better than getting hurt.
Exactly. You should have chilled for this headphone thing. I was joking.
I got hurt taking it easy.
Events that are coming, Capital Jams, Captial BMX brand on
They're
Instagram.
going everywhere.
Yeah, I think Hawaii in 2 days or 1 day by the time this comes out, if I get it out. And then Premises in Tucson on the 9th. And then we have the What Hatnin Jam on, I just had it on there, March 9th as well. And that's in Victorville. Get Stoked BMX is one putting that on.
High Desert.
We have in Australia. New South Wales. I had it in there somewhere. Where is it?
Colony, Fast and Loose, Backbone, and Tempered.
Yeah, I had it in there. Butterlegs. He does this in. Damn, I know all of this off the top of my head. Just New South Wales, Vancouver, British. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I mean, anyone around that area. It's March 23rd, 24th, and there's the spots. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. So
get there.
What's his name? Brody does this for his little brother that passed away. Nice. So it's something that has like grown over the years, and now it's like a weekend event. They go to three different spots here. So super cool. And if you are anywhere near there, or make sure you go to it. What is this? Oh, Over 30s Jam in Ramp Fest. This, I had it also written down. Killing myself here.
Come on, Fudger.
I know. Braybrook, Victoria, Australia. I had it right here. You guys didn't help me out. New South Wales, Australia.
Way
That's all it
there.
was. I just kept saying the same thing over again, thinking it was wrong. Okay, Braybrook, Victoria, Over 30s Jam at Ramp Fest Park. All I have is a Facebook link here. I asked them to send some stuff, but I don't have it. So that is Saturday, April 20th for the old folks. Middle of Nowhere Jam. I think we had the link wrong last time, but April 27th.
So last jam, right?
Yeah, I think they're doing the other one in September. But this is the one that's coming up soon. And then I think I had the bad link last time, but all levels, all ages, camping, everything else, $5,000 cash are given out, etc. And then Feast Montpellier, the 8th through the 12th of May. You can watch the teaser.
If you've never been to this, you gotta go.
I've never been.
It's insane.
I went last year for the first time.
And yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's really fun.
And I guess the street stuff is they're elevating that this year as well.
That's
so
cool. Yeah, 'cause
it's
they
insane.
were really hyped that we came last year, and they were saying, yeah, just stay in touch. I think I was talking to Nathan a little bit. We might try to get out there again this year.
Nice.
It's really that
Just
crazy.
if you can
like,
plan something around it, it's a big thing, you know.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
all over there, because for us, the shoot contest isn't as big as obviously the park contest. So to go over there just for that, it's
Kind of hard.
necessarily
Yeah.
worth it. But if we can plan a trip around it, that's what we did last year. We went to Barcelona after, and it was really fun.
Well, I think I'm gonna try and go this year.
It's
maybe.
crazy.
So
It's- you
maybe-
gotta
maybe
see it.
We'll,
You
maybe
gotta-
we'll talk.
You
We'll
should go. It's,
we'll
we should
plane pool.
coordinate. Yeah, we should.
Gotta go at least once in your life.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then X Games.
Oh, nice. I got that
Ventura.
going.
Yeah. It's funny. I messaged a dude from X Games. I was like, "Have you guys announced dates yet?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's on the site." So June 27th to the 30th in Ventura. And then so that's. I don't think anything's really changed. I don't know anything about the real street. You know, like the best trick thing, but that'd be sick. I sent them a couple of locations. I was like, this would be good and this would be good. Yeah, I'm sure there's so many.
Yeah.
But
I haven't heard much.
Yeah.
But, I heard they're doing it again, so
Yeah.
it'd be interesting.
Rincon again.
Rincon again. You gotta,
Just redo
Please,
that
no.
stress.
plot twist. You have to
Like-
bunny hop up it.
I don't think anybody wants to do that.
I'm sure there's some people sitting there that are like, fucking
Yeah,
dude,
that
every-
haven't. They want to ride it, but I think all the dudes that rode it are pretty.
Hell yeah. A year later, everyone's just like, all right, I'm going to add to this.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck that. And then X Games Japan. I don't know specific dates, but that is happening later this year.
Does that
I
one
figured
happen
I'd throw that
before
one in.
X Games
Yeah,
Ventura?
usually I think it's like May. So that's what I was
Pretty
kind of
interesting.
thinking that it wasn't going to happen. And then, but it is. So that was even
the big
like
summer contests are coming up.
Yeah.
Quick.
So that's a lot in a couple months right there. And then,
Oh, did you get those, the NorCal events?
Oh shit! I forgot.
I could-
did. Maybe like that. All right. So this is Speedy G's Jam, March 30th in Petaluma, NorCal.
NorCal.
Is that? Oh no, that's at a shop. Okay. I was like the Petaluma Park from Road Fools. Party in the parking lot. Day of Shred.
Looks fun.
sick.
March
Yeah.
30th, BMX skate, after party concert,
Yeah.
Phoenix Center.
Graphic is sick too. And then we have.
Another NorCal event. This one's STF, Samar.
Sorry that. I'll do it.
This one's a video premiere and a jam.
So Stomp the Spot video premiere at San Pedro Social. Samar's doing a bunch lately.
Always,
so,
yep.
Yeah. Oh, so Arlo's a dude that rode Turkey Jam a bunch. He was killing it. So it looks like an Arlo part and an STF mixtape. So super cool. And then you
That's
said there
awesome.
was another one.
For a jam.
So this is the jam. Sorry, I have to get it like that so I can edit it properly.
March 16th, Milpitas Skate Park.
Cool. Bunch of shit going on in NorCal.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Samar for doing it. And
Big month. Get to a lot of things
Yeah.
if you want.
so videos. First up is we got the season finale of the Woodward series came out.
So when I got here, I knew I had to come up with some kind of a challenge, and I was
You gotta
like,
make the kids
"Man, I
jump,
wanna
that's
do
fine."
something
That's insane.
Way out of the comfort zone. Last season, we did the open loop challenge, and that was like such a funny challenge. And the first thing that came to mind was like, holy crap, there's a 11-foot vert spine on that thing
thing's
back
scary to
there.
jump, man.
But when I mentioned it,
You've jumped it.
came over,
Yeah.
You're crazy.
You did jump
I
it?
would
Yeah.
never
the
jump
response
that.
was like,
I would never
no.
jump it.
like this ain't happening. And I was just like, no, this is happening. It was the same exact
got it,
conversation I have for the open loop. Just
I'm not jumping that thing, dude. You are crazy.
I will.
That seems like a
Been
trip
here
to the
for a long
ER.
time.
I don't
So it was
ride
really
vert.
cool to get a session going. And
Yo,
really
he's
make
practicing.
use of something
That's
that we
smart.
built
practice on the other
as
side.
a-
Okay,
as a
so then you know,
spectacle.
yeah.
I mean, this thing is a spectacle. It's amazing.
You have to
So there's
push
all
through as
kinds of
hard as
stuff
you
here
can still, though.
that
Like, you can't pop it and expect to go over your
no matter
case.
what your skill level.
It's all push.
Imagine, yeah, you.
Speed and
Just
it is
kinda
like you gotta
highlight
actually
what's
jump it.
in
It's fucking.
We're at the annual
It's-
chin ramp.
It's like filming
Big
a
vert
banger,
ramp.
you know. Just
Dude,
do it.
I
Looking
do
at the
not
spine
wanna
right
do
now.
that.
Chase told me there's only 2 people that
I wanted to
corner
just
walls
look at it
and
when I
win.
went there a couple weeks
So
ago,
I'm
and it
trying
was
to be the
long.
third to do it. I'm gonna go put my tires up, and we're gonna get straight to it. Honestly, I just want to get it over with.
Hell
This
yeah.
might be like literally.
Jake is sick, by the way. He rode the Glendale Triple Challenge and killed it. And he was at Swamp Fest. He was the one that like back wheeled off with the high air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he killed it there too.
This is out of my league right here.
And then this is
ramp. It's like crazy tall. It's giant. I'm too scared.
Yeah, he seems cool.
People, they're just out of their
that
mind
ramp
for riding
there.
this
Like,
stuff.
just maybe skaters.
After they
I think
air
it's
the corner,
fun.
they're
It's like mini
30
vert.
feet in the air.
Yeah,
I just don't
I
want
love
to
that
deal
ramp.
with
That was
that.
cool.
So
I love that
I'm
ramp.
just gonna sit back and
Every
enjoy
time
the
I go
show.
out,
I want to give it an apology. That was Trey Lamp, and I put his name as Kevin Robinson in the BSD edit. So, apology.
Oh, that's
I-
Morgan.
Yeah. And he's trying to get the kids to jump it.
Morgan Wade. He's like one of the best, and he fell on. He's a.
I got Nyquist to jump it.
He just goes.
And it's on when we were vlogging. He did it a couple times, and he was like warming up to bar spin and got kind of like comfortable and just ate so much shit.
My word! Morgan laughs in the face of death.
All these kids are like, hell no, dude.
It didn't work out
Morgan's
the way I thought it was going to. I think I said that didn't happen last time. I literally didn't push through enough.
Nyquist's fall was kind of similar, but he got it was a back peg that
side
caught.
saddle on the seat.
Nyquist was gonna
and
bar
just
it though.
got
He was getting
bumped to
comfy.
the bottom of the ramp, and Jake was like,
Imagine one of those Nyquist suicides over it.
I think he was kind of like he was gonna bar it probably, and then
Yeah.
start moving.
Here's the thing,
Nyquist loves
things
it.
happen.
Oh, he's there. Yeah.
It doesn't always go to
I think I must have
but then
came
you
right
learn
after
from
this
those
because
mistakes.
Nyquist was telling me
And then
like
you
Morgan
say,
fell on it, and then
let's
that's.
change things up a little bit, and then that's what Morgan's doing. He's taking all that information. He's like,
I don't know if
okay, I need
Nyquist had already
this, or I
jumped
need
it
to do this.
before
If I was in that
we were there.
first part of information, I'm not going back for the second part of information.
Is he
I'm
gonna
not getting
do
out
it?
of
I
that
hope this
first
guy
part of
does it.
information.
So the good thing is he
I think
has
he
that
does.
information. He can tell you. The
He's
information
pumped. I
without
think he's
having
gonna do
gathered
it.
information the way he gathered the information. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Is that good
No.
information?
Logic.
Yeah.
So Jake is crazy, which he has a screw loose, maybe a couple. I mean, Morgan Wade, the BMX legend,
That kid's a
just
character.
died on this
Yeah.
spine. And he's like, okay, now it's my turn.
Also, Morgan didn't even pull
Morgan's
it yet.
out. There you
Wow.
go. There you go.
He
Perfect.
laced it.
Yep. Yeah, that kid's sick. He did it.
That was amazing!
He clipped the coping. He clipped the coping 11 feet up, still rolled out of
he
it
did.
somehow.
That's like what you do even when you push through.
And
You
now,
always
third
like
person
you
to ever
push
hit
through
it,
hard and you're
Jake
never gonna land
Rukowitz.
flat.
Absolutely insane.
I just dropped in and went to send it. I did bonk the coping a little bit.
Did it so
and
legit.
It scared me a lot. And I was a little bit shook, but I just wanted to get it really clean.
To see him land it and ride away from it, it was a really, really special thing.
Respect to that, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went back up there
Oh, he did.
for whatever reason. And my heart sank again. I was like, dude, you just got away with murder. You just handled like by far the gnarliest
This is
thing
a good
anyone
show.
can do.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
sick,
good
right?
It is, and it
Yeah.
really shows like how gnarly the
It's all
spine is.
good. That just goes to show the kind of rider that
This
Jake
is the
is.
story he's telling. Where
Oh, God.
Oh, he did it again.
He's got bike control though.
Dude!
He did. He
Yeah.
got to suck
The
out.
got
homie's
it.
got built-in suspension
Yeah.
or something. He just hung up back wheels so heavy
Because Morgan's
and
overtoothed
rode away
that,
smooth.
and like, you know, I think Morgan overtoothed it. Steve Woodward over-iced it, and like I feel like if you haven't been there, if you've been there, like, oh my god, like that's so crazy.
I just wanted to look at it. I just wanted to appreciate it.
It's legit.
When you know you're gonna like hang up on something steep.
Where'd you go,
try
Morgan?
To, like,
He bounced on his
get
own
in,
challenge.
you know,
Yeah.
and so that you can make it in. And he pulled it in and rode out of it. And I was like, okay, that was scary.
What's this kid's name? He's
This
awesome.
homie goes up
Jake,
to the top
the
again.
True chick.
This kid is the next level, man. He is the future.
No, that's not. It's not
If you
Jake.
don't know, now you know.
Man.
Set
I'm
up
sure they already
there,
said it.
Perfect up and over the spine.
There you
Money!
go. Now he's got it.
Yes,
He pushed so
sir.
much. You can tell he threw
Air
all
it
of his.
out.
You
weight.
have
Look
to.
at how
So
right before he
big
takes
to
off,
boot.
his
Couldn't
chest
have done it
is
any
touching his
smoother.
bar. It is so
I feel
forward.
like I can
I wanna
actually
see
breathe now.
Jake
Sir!
Rutkowitz.
Hell yeah.
Look
Air
at
it
look at his
out.
Oh,
chest.
yeah,
You
it
see?
did, yeah.
So big to boot.
That's everything.
Couldn't have done it
And
any
he
smoother.
still didn't overshoot it.
I feel
And the
like
whole
I can
time you're
actually
going up
breathe
too, you don't feel like you're going forward. Like,
Holy
I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah, I can imagine.
I'm imagining
I think
it
if
popping
some
out on a vert
physicists
ramp,
did the physics
envisioning
on it,
a spine
it
and
wouldn't
just
even
thinking
work,
how hard
but
it is.
Jake just defies
Yeah, and then to get
all
your front wheel down in
logic,
again.
and he can just do it.
And this might be harder than like if it was a vert ramp with like proper transition, because that thing just goes bam.
overall
You know, it's like kind of
Jake
quicker and
bumps
just
you.
boom, straight to vert.
He's 14.
14 years
Damn,
old.
dude,
Homie
that
can't
kid's
even
gonna be
drive yet.
so
Like, what
good.
the heck? And he is a phenomenal bike rider. And he wanted to do this thing, and literally there's like 3 people in the world that have jumped that on a bike, and we're all professionals and we're like double his age.
That's
he
sick.
definitely joined a very small crew of people in doing something that is bonkers. And then I got my bike back running again, and I
his
jumped
bike
in,
run.
and, like, it worked out.
There you go.
It was an awesome session.
Morgan,
There it goes.
nonchalantly, he was like, make sure you guys get this one. And he
There
just
it
went
is.
up
Okay,
there and
he's
then
done that
over,
shit.
Toothpick
That's
gone,
like
popped right back
someone
in
else overtoothed
and
it
rolled
too, like
away
I think
perfectly.
dude
Like,
from out of the country.
It was the easiest
Tobias
trick
Wiki,
ever.
probably.
No, it wasn't Tobias. It was someone else that's like amazing with that kind of stuff. But that's like one of the biggest overtooths ever.
Yeah.
This dude is so cash.
Morgan's. Morgan loves the mega ramp.
Oh yeah.
So that's a mini ramp.
Yeah.
Morgan's a
Morgan's
such a beast.
That was a highlight of the last couple ones.
Man,
but
what a good show.
Yeah, it is a cool thing. There's a bunch of them, 5 or 6 episodes. Yeah, 7 episodes. The last ride is I believe the last one. So shout out to Woodward. And then since they are a sponsor of the podcast, let's do a responsible thing. Summer camp is still, you can get a summer camp, literally a week of hanging out at Woodward West. All those ramps, if your kid goes to Woodward West, ban them from riding the animal chain ramp. But everything else is cool.
At least the last day.
Yeah, $999. I think that's $500 off the normal price, and then
Yeah, that's how much it was like 15 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And then Woodward West, they still have a $150 deal off. Or sorry, Woodward East still has $150 off right now. Which I mean, it says 9 hours, but I think it said it was going for a little bit longer than that. So
Funnest week of my life when I went there as a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
never
got
wanted to
go.
leave.
Yeah.
Never ever wanted to leave.
So yeah, shout out to Woodward for putting out that series, supporting the podcast, and they got the little takeover on the site right now, I believe, somewhere, and then that's about it for that. Videos, Grant Ubi, 2 minutes and 6 seconds is the time code. We'll do audio for us, maybe for you guys.
Good video.
Clip is so sick.
This one's nice too. BSD has been so dope for so long.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're like on another rebuild, you know? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a whole new squad of just
Yeah.
like killers that we're like getting, like Tam, we're like getting familiar with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And-
Tam's so good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ralston, not Swamp Rail Dude. So shout out to Yubi.
Yes, that video part
First
was
first
awesome.
Yubi video I ever saw was that like Source like video contest they did to get him to get, and he ended up going to Battle of Hastings, but COVID hit, so it was like a 2-year break because he
Yeah.
couldn't go. So I remember that video part and being like, who the fuck is this
He's
dude?
dope.
Matt Green, 33 seconds in for Colt. Hit the bottom bracket 180. Steep.
So sick.
Yeah. Just a little sample run through them. We're already pretty deep right now, but links are in the descriptions for all this.
The banger for this is
Yeah.
This dude,
something
never
else.
heard of him before.
Albert's been in the game for so long, and it's still just as creative as always.
Tiempo. That was sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one of the ones where it's like you need like at least two watches to like fully appreciate.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Albert's one of those. I always say this. I ride with Albert quite a bit, and sometimes Albert will like say things, and he'll like call things out, like, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I was a wall ride.
and I'll think I'm
hand
like,
plant
I'm
360.
like, that's not. I don't know if that's possible. And then he like somehow he figures it out, and I'm like, dude, how did you just do that? He's
incredible,
one of a kind, man. Definitely one of my favorite riders.
Wall ride hand plant 360.
Nice guy too.
He's a pretty nice guy.
Pretty good at hand plants.
Really nice guy.
Pretty good at
Shout
hand
out to
plants.
Albert.
Jared Duncan is pro for Sunday. We
watched this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Andriy Podoba.
Yeah, it was nice to finally see like a good, solid street video part from him.
Yeah, because he's just been freaking people out on Instagram for the last couple years, and then he's like, "Here, I can make a video part that's crazier than my Instagram shit."
Yeah, exactly.
This is dude. This part, man.
Yeah, he's one of the best technical riders in the world. I'd say, probably the best.
This is
realistically
so fucked up. And then bam,
perfect.
Like no way, dude.
Yeah.
It's insane. His riding is like a mix of like, it's just look at that.
He's doing stuff like in the streets, almost like that, were just as freakish as when Mark Webb was doing this kind of stuff on the mini ramp. You know,
where
you're like, you can do that.
Yeah.
Manual whip, manual. Another one, you know, when you talk about Street X Games invites, and there's a million guys that could be invited to it, like, put this guy in there.
He would,
Fuck, you know, there's a million people you could try out. Like, this guy could.
You know, it'd be sick.
That first one ever in the streets, right there.
Yeah.
He was the first one to do the trick too, I believe. But
shout out. BSD
Crazy,
too.
Dude.
I think another BSD.
Yeah.
BSD beast.
Undeveloped thought here, but it'd be cool for X Games if, you know, maybe sort something out where it's like you have a dude like that, but you have like two elements where it's like almost that Nike formula where it was on the beach where you'd have a video part, but then you also had the live event. So like the dudes could film
that was
over
one of the
course.
coolest. I actually got invited to that contest and I got hurt and I couldn't go. So bummed.
That was
one of the
cool
coolest
concept because it like dudes like that, dudes like you know, like not
it
that you
offers
didn't
a little bit of diversity because
Yeah.
that kid Andre, he actually did compete at Simple Session too, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if he did that well, but his riding
He stood out
so technical.
I think I
could
saw him like
imagine.
6 years ago when he stood out. I remember him 6 years ago.
Yeah, he's been killing it
no
for
idea who it
years.
was.
But that when you're doing tricks that are that technical, I mean, we were here with Matt Nordstrom the other week, and he said it takes time to do a lot of those tricks. So
when you see it in footage, you're like, oh my god, if you put this guy in X Games, he's gonna blow everyone away.
But those tricks, I'm sure they take him time.
They're video part tricks,
but he's good. I mean, I see some. He'll first try, third try. He'll
but even third try doesn't count in X Games.
In X Games, what you can do, versus what you can do in
it's
a
very
contest
true.
is always a lot different.
Very true.
So
your
I
best
think
shit you
some
can
sort
do
of
first
element
try.
like that would be
that's hard.
Yeah.
How do you find that balance? You never do.
No.
This is a cool month too because there's this edit, this Jacob theme, Jeremy Mallet edit. Like there's a couple good park edits. Like, we always talk about like a lack of. These kids are so sick. I really like
Jacob's like one of those dudes that is like good at everything, and not that
Jeremy.
Not that Jeremy. Yeah, I was gonna say not that Jeremy's not, but like Jacob's like surprise. Like it catches you really off guard because maybe I just known Jeremy for longer or something.
Obviously, way different riders, but they got like similar Kevin Peraza park style where they're not your ordinary fees riders.
Yeah, a bit more of originality involved.
Where they go to this skate park and they're like, I'll get 20 clips. Like, let's do it. Yeah, this is a cool edit. I like seeing this.
And they had some street stuff in here too. I don't know if we can get into that, but it's a cool random edit, like something you wouldn't just kind of caught you off guard. So
he definitely does a 3-whip to manual to 182, and I was just like, that is, free coaster brakeless. Oh. That's fucked up. Probably coming up soon, or maybe it already passed.
Maybe.
This edit reminded me of like the Vital days, where a lot like park edit kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like a 3-day piece where you just go as hard as you can. And
this is all Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
That's probably why it reminded me of a Vital edit as well. There used to be so much Vital stuff filmed in Vegas.
It was a lot.
But we'll move on.
It's cool.
We'll move
Let's
on
go to
after this
school.
one. Just cool to see those dudes like out of their element,
Yeah, riding bikes.
Yeah,
they're good.
Riding bikes.
They're
good.
Exactly.
Julian Ortega, Cinnamon Pro. We watched that one. Animal Bikes. Or is it? It's A for Canada. But,
okay. I didn't know that the whole time. Thought it was
I tried to watch this entire thing. You can see where I made it till 14 minutes today, literally, because I was like, I didn't get to watch this, and I really want to watch it. So, 21. Shout out to whoever put the time code in here. Hango, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But Andrew Schubert. I'm sorry if I Schubert.
I don't know.
Andrew from Canada did this video. That's him right there, and he has opening part as well. Fucking Hango.
He's so dope.
But he has opening part, kills it.
He's Nardog.
The whole video's sick. Cool vibe throughout. Pretty much the whole like a Canada squad, and then Ryan Howard has a full section as well. This dude Riley, who had a part in Andrew's previous video, is super good too. I'm blanking on Riley's last name, but there it is right there if you can decipher that. Yeah. So, but yeah, super good video. 21 minutes. Please go watch it. Animal bikes too. So not to glance over. There's an animal video as well.
Jordan Aleppo.
I haven't heard that one for a while. What is this? Oh, there's no time code. Did you guys see this at
I haven't
all?
watched this. I didn't know he put something out.
No, I've always liked this kid's riding.
Me
though.
too. I'm pretty sure he's an English dude, and I think he's been living in Mexico.
I think Barcelona.
Is he in Barcelona now? No, like Mexico.
Oh, it does look like Mexico.
Yeah. His Instagram, he's in Mexico all the time, so it looks like he lives there.
Yeah. Well, there's no time code, but obviously Jordan kills it. Maybe we'll just go straight to the banger.
Yeah. These videos are for us to shout out, so you remember to go watch them if you haven't seen them yet. And for us too, because I haven't seen this. I'm going to watch this.
I would kind of miss the first part.
Perfection.
Yep.
Line banger. Hell yeah. Good to see him killing it harder than ever.
And then full length. Is it full? I don't know if
It's
I'm
a
calling
mixtape.
Pretty full length.
14 minutes is not a full length. Damn.
Shout out Mike Yelp.
Yeah.
He's I don't know.
Super cool.
One of the best humans.
Yeah.
I love Mike.
He's fun to ride with.
He's fun to be around.
Yeah.
He's just all around good energy. And he just did this for the love of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he works a full-time job, he rides, it's just his hobby. He's always around, he's always out doing it. Amazing rider, super creative.
Yeah,
look at that. He's so good too. It's cool to see him film a full section too.
Yeah. Yeah, Albert sent this to the group message like, "Hey, would we be down to host this?" That was crazy. And I was watching it, I was like, this is amazing. Like the first minute or two. Like way better. You know, I didn't know what to expect, and it was just like
You got clips in there, right?
I got like one clip. I wanted to film more, but never got around to it. But it's all just super homies cruising. A lot of downtown footage, mostly San Diego. I think they have some Tokyo footage in here too, because I know they took that trip. Yeah.
Those quarter pipes.
I know. It's in the water, but it's like a skate park in the background.
Yeah, it's cool to just see, like, you know, I feel like a lot of people think of San Diego as like being pro town, I guess, without a better way to say it, but it's like this is just cruising and fun, like, so it's a cool watch for sure. And those things are so slick.
I know. Gucci. Mike's the man.
I know he's good, but I've only rode with him at like Garrett's house and maybe at a skate park, and then I watched this. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, he's really good. Damn.
He was like on it for a bit, and then he stopped riding for a couple years. And completely just like didn't ride, you know, and then I guess he got his like work situation sorted out and everything, and just kind of came back to it, and he's been crushing it.
Yeah, because I just thought he was like everyone's homie, you know, and then at Garrett's house I was really surprised, like, damn, you're really good.
Yeah,
and then
like
I saw
really,
this, I was
really
like, oh,
good.
okay,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
really
he rides.
fucking good.
Yeah, he can do everything.
Yeah.
And Demo has like a pretty hefty section.
He's got crazy clips.
Yeah, I was like kind of surprised at how heavy the clips were. We'll run through some Demo clips.
Heard word today from our boy Connor that the demo part is finished.
Christian
told Connor that the demo part is finished.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So I'm saying what the rumors I heard.
Christian called me today. Confirmed.
Wow. So it's been double confirmed in one day.
Double confirmed.
Be prepared.
Dude.
Look
at these clips. Look at what Demo does.
So
fuck, that part is going to be.
And that's not. There's like other. Well, I think Matt just has a single clip. It goes back to Demo. Yeah.
Can we do an Unclicked premiere of that video? Because
we should. We should. But it's a paywall one, so. Which is fine. Which is fine. I'm not even saying anything, but just I don't want to like take away. But maybe we could do the
members only
or something. So. But yeah, I mean, when this Demo Christian part comes out, you will have to pay for it, and you fucking should pay for it.
Hell yeah!
Like definitely.
Yeah, it's. I got to live a couple of clips, and they are insane.
Yeah, I got to live a couple too, man, and I almost. Almost pooped my pants. Man, it was crazy. I'm like, DeMarcus, you're really doing this?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing? He's crazy. But he's so talented. And he is one of the most precise bike riders in the world. Like, everything is just perfectly executed.
It's always one of those things with Demo's riding. It's like, other people could manual that or tire ride that or whatever it may be, but Demo is like locked in from the very first step, and he never has to like shift his balance. And
unmatched,
that's like
unmatched. Yeah, his balance, his style.
It just locks in.
Nothing is ever forced with him.
And he's one of those guys with pegs that he's so good on both sides. It's like right or left, not regular switch.
Yeah.
Like, Like he just overgrinded to out on that down rail, then went up to out the opposite.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
definitely worth a watch if you guys haven't seen it.
And
there's chill.
And there's still several minutes left to go, the whole video. So go ahead and give that a watch.
And get excited for Demo's part because holy fuck.
I really wanted to ask Christian. I was like, man, you don't have to send me a link, but I got a little bit of time. Hasn't shown up yet.
No, he's not. He's gonna hold that one. I don't blame him. I want to wait. I'll
pay for it.
I'm definitely gonna pay for it. But you're right. I'm dying to see it.
Yeah.
This doomed in China or Japan? What did it say?
I forgot to look.
Doomed in China.
Spice Doom, I think is it. Jordan. Is it a raw video?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a chance to watch this one. So.
I didn't know this came out. I missed this one.
Let's see. I always feel bad when I don't do my homework, but Doom Boys took a trip to China and dumped the raw footage on YouTube for your enjoyment. Fakey to Fakey 7 cab was outrageous. Yeah, that is Mr. O'Kane. So, raw footage, 12 minutes in the description. Keep moving through. We got some time. We got some work to do here. What was it? 18 seconds, and we got 2 time codes. All right. Dang it! Come on. $18 seconds and 2:22, I think is what it said. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Risky business.
This one's cool because there's a lot of homie clips the whole way through. It's like him and a homie video.
Oh, is it?
Kinda. Like it's obviously like 75% him, but there's like 25% of his homies.
The bomb jump.
That was sick.
I think there's like nothing more street than like the street sign run up thing. Like if you're gonna have to make a run up, if you can just use a street sign. Oh, that is a board. I thought it was a stop sign for a second.
Stop sign.
Yeah, I thought it was like one of the like an arrow one because I saw the construction site right here. I was like, oh, as soon as I saw it was a board. Fuck. All right, still can do it. Dan Crook 542. This is the raw video. Is this on Grant's channel? Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were filming. This is all from Feast. This is like from just raw footage of Dan.
Oh, this is
like
when
Feast.
he went crazy hard for the Feast thing.
Mm-hmm. Dan goes crazy hard for everything.
I know, but
he's always pushing the boundaries. He's not afraid to just try. Like he'll try. I was out filming with him recently, actually, and it was cool to see him put in work to get a clip.
What was the? They all did the trip to Libsyn.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on that trip. I got hurt. Yeah, Portugal. Grant's filming his own thing. It's pretty cool. It's like a self-made project. There's going to be a bunch of people that have full parts.
Nice.
I was supposed to be filming for that with them, but I said I had this elbow injury, so hopefully gonna get out with Grant in the upcoming weeks.
Cool. Are you gonna do a full part?
I don't know. I don't want to commit to that, but I definitely want to film with them. Like I never really got to film with Grant, and he's like, "I'm doing this. It'd be awesome, you know, if you'd have a part in it." So just gonna start stacking with him. I got a couple little things, and I'm just gonna.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, see where it goes.
Yeah.
DeMarcus in New York. Lots of, you know, it was, I think they caught some rain days and stuff like that, so it's a lot of just cruising and stuff like that, but it's all shot super well by Adobe.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
edited fucking.
So is DeMarcus. I love the duo. This clip's awesome. DeMarcus. Lots of DeMarcus footage coming out. It's sick.
This
clip, yeah.
Love it. So
back to that precision, DeMarcus precision.
Yeah, confidence, precision. So link to that is in there, of course. 220. Giano Vaca. Sounded like a curse word. I said it like that. Oh. What is happening?
Yo.
One I didn't get to watch.
That was awesome. That was unexpected. Hey.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That
on
was
Insta.
really
that
cool.
one was cool.
Damn.
I need to watch this video.
Damn. Yeah, I didn't even know about this
I
guy.
missed this one.
Damn. Every clip.
I like it. This guy does his own
Whoa,
thing.
yeah,
That's
he
cool.
does.
So,
what's his name?
Couple more.
Giano Vaca.
Giano Vaca.
Okay. We the people.
That's what it's for. That's what it's for.
We the
All
people.
that
Another
bias Wick. I know this name. Probably not a lot of you do,
Right.
but this is a legend right here. It's so funny we're talking about Morgan Wade and Tobias Wick.
I know.
Because all I can think about is the Road Fools video where they ride the Incline Club.
14. That was a good one. Or was that 13?
I think it was 13.
13.
I think
Okay.
it was, or 14. One of those. It was like,
yeah.
It's so sick because I feel like Tobias, like where Morgan was like, never went anywhere. You know, Morgan's always been involved in doing his thing in various ways. Where Tobias, like, kind of, we didn't really see much of him.
Oh, you mean he never went anywhere? Like he always stayed in the BMX?
Yeah. Like you were like, oh, there's a Morgan clip. Oh, there's Morgan doing something crazy. Or there's Morgan winning next
Tobias
game.
disappeared for a bit. I didn't
so
hear
it's
much
like,
of him for a long time. That's why when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's awesome to see he's still shredding.
Yeah.
Because he always had a super original technical front brake, front peg style on ramps. That was
Like
pretty
Metro Jams
unmatched.
Day when you got him and Asado together.
Dave Asado, yeah.
I wonder how Frymouth. Oh my god. He's the coach of the I don't know if the whole German team, but at least the female team I know.
Tobias?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he rolled up to OB with the
Yeah, and I mean there's something right. It's cool. Like that's a part of the Olympics. That's cool. It's keeping legends involved.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many upsides to the Olympics. Like, if you don't like it for whatever reason and the politics of it and stuff like that, that's fine. But I mean, it is providing riders around the world, subsidies in certain ways, but whether or not it's like money or travel or whatever. And then it's also opening the eyes, I feel like, in a lot of foreign countries that BMX is an actual thing, and it's creating parks and it's creating legitimacy, and even just in the back of politicians' minds within cities, they're like,
Exactly.
"Oh yeah, this is
different."
This I guess this is a sport now."
Yeah. That's all
Like,
it takes.
oh, yeah.
Sometimes that
Like,
could be all it takes for someone to sign off on a park for the for the community, and that's all I can do. The next kid from whatever country, and just build a park down the street from his road. That's where he grows up. And
Exactly. So lost tapes. Why YouTube's Mike Brennan footage. So I guess this is lost footage from something, a trip with Kruk, Began, and then some Mike Brennan footage in there. So yeet. Incredible. That's just like in the bag all the time.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and keep moving, but
the hard way superpower.
Right.
A few of them have.
The graphic on this is cool. Local.
Another cool park edit. They're coming back.
Yeah.
Like, just
Cole's
going out
definitely-
and spending a few days and getting it at some skate parks and putting it out. First edit Blake Peters has ever made, too.
Oh, yeah, Blake made this.
Blake made
it was
this, yep.
good.
It's really good. It's his first edit ever.
Way to go, Blake.
Yeah. Headphone commercials, edits with Cole. He's doing it.
He needs to stop taking my job. Just joking.
You don't got time for none of this.
I know. I'm chilling.
Oh, man. Cole's amazing.
So we have that Insta. That was sick, too. Speaking of just somebody who is like a bike rider, you know, like they can do everything.
Yeah, he's
like,
all around.
Mm-hmm. And this is all, too,
wheels.
like, there's so many clips in there, and it was filmed like 3 sessions or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's all shit. He's just like, let's do this. It's not like he's not overthinking all this stuff.
Yeah,
this is one I missed, but I saw the Instagram clips, and this guy seems insanely good too.
I didn't have the chance to watch too many edits.
Another
this month, so
fucking
this
good
is
park
this
edit.
is honestly
This is a month of
nice.
good park edits.
Yeah, this is nice for me too this month.
Oh my god!
What was the first
I
one?
don't
It was a
even
decade foot jam, whip.
That looks cool.
No bar out. Just joking.
Bar
And it's
foot
like,
jam,
dude,
bar
there's
whip out.
That's
on
the thing
a
with
sub rail.
like park too. There's like a few different styles of park riding, you know, like or there's a million different styles, but you got like
What
this
the
kind of
fuck?
shit. You got Olympic park riding, and you got like fast and loose stuff.
Yeah.
It's like there's.
I think that's
there's
what
a million
people-
different ways to fit in.
Yeah, I think that's what people miss about some of those feast events, though, is that it seems like it's kind of like got in a lane, and it's like you can't
More
depart,
events.
you can't depart from that lane. Yeah, I mean, where
like Clint Miller doing his backyard thing.
Yeah.
So people like that
Yeah.
can shine. Like more of that.
you good over there?
Stretching the back of the neck.
It's hard.
It's tight.
Let me see a time code, and of course the Mickey edit.
Mickey does not miss a month.
Yeah.
I think he puts a part out every month.
Mickey
don't miss.
and Fernando in Japan. I think it said 7:30, but we'll give it a little room.
It's kind of like a joke, but it's not anymore.
It's a joke out of respect, though.
Yeah,
Like,
no, a
it's
joke
fully-
like
yeah.
he puts something out every
Yeah.
month. Like, yeah, bullshit. But I think he fucking does.
He does.
I think he's
It's
really
pretty
doing it.
close,
I think he's
yeah.
gonna put 12 things out this year.
Wow,
He's nasty.
that was a duster. Wow.
Oh, when's Project X coming out too?
It was supposed to be. It was supposed to come out. Wow.
Bar Duster.
Has he got more for the rail? Oh, it's a different. It's a longer version. What the fuck? Dude, those rails look amazing.
I never seen
and
those.
that just how the leaves and everything, the duster. That was crazy. So,
Damn, Mickey.
yeah.
Keeping them coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for videos. We're on the last thing we talked about.
Sure, we
Nick
missed a lot of
already.
videos. Sure, we missed a lot of stuff. Put them in the
Yeah.
comments so we can see everything.
People actually added. Somebody added the descriptions in here. I didn't think they would do that. Sorry.
I never seen this before.
Yeah.
Have you?
What, that clip?
I've seen the clip and it freaked me out because I've never seen anyone do a manual 350.
Oh, I've
like
never
that.
seen. Yeah, I've never seen anyone do that trick.
And it's like,
No.
wow, that's pretty like for all the crazy tricks. And you're like, I've never seen that one.
I know. It
Like, that's
doesn't
pretty
look
hard.
easy.
You
It
do
looks
tricks that no one- you-
really hard to do
Fuck
too.
yeah, and he aired out of it.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
Cole's like one of the best like manual 3 dudes I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's
like you think he's gonna manual 180 and he'll just boom like manual 3 into a bowl.
This is one of those ones where it's the profile, but
dude,
you guys.
Oh.
I don't know if this is one of them or not. Oh, this is just him doing actual good stuff. All right, that's not what we're going for. The 3 was amazing, but
this is it. Damn.
Double flip down the set.
Down the set.
R. Willie at the top.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I think I did see this one. It's so funny.
123,000 people liked it.
Yo.
Too good.
Ooh,
a little slower rotation on that one. Yeah.
Swag flip. Boom.
Aaron Ross, ABD.
ABD. I mean, he's not right. Tensio did do it.
Oh, that was
Tensio did do it.
I can't believe the flip whip drop-ins Kenneth has been doing.
I know.
Like, just doing it in quarters.
Yeah. It's sick that it's sick that he's like a good bike rider too, obviously. But
Yeah.
it's
That 3 to manual 180 on that.
Oh, we already did that. That one's the funniest one.
Yeah, I like that one. The 3 flip. Make more of those. That's
right.
Great.
Oh, I need to let me make sure and then this is one that you sent me. I didn't look, but I felt like for obvious reasons.
Oh,
4
yeah.
posts or is there reels?
Did I not send the right one?
No, it said Phoebe BMX.
Yeah, she's like. All right, I don't know which ones to watch.
Oh, I have seen this girl.
This isn't it. Well, that's pretty crazy, just doing a bar, but she does like go to that one, 15 and a half. Her Instagram's kind of crazy, like random, but how old is this girl? She's talking. This isn't her Instagram, I don't think.
Well, this is another one. It just said Phoebe BMX.
Huh.
You liked it?
Well, no. Did she pull this?
Maybe there's another clip of her pulling.
There is
clip. I feel like I saw her.
Check some other ones.
Whip. I think that's the clip I saw.
32. I think I've seen this one.
Okay, there we
Oh
go. There
my
we go.
God.
Look at this. This is it.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that escalated.
That's what's weird. Like she has those weird fall clips, but then there's like random scattered around ones
Yeah.
where she can pull all of it.
Keep it fun.
It looks like she's wearing like an airbag suit, which is
Look
amazing.
at her,
I mean,
dude. I just couldn't
Big
believe when I
down
saw
whip
this.
into the. This girl rips. This
Holy
is crazy.
crap, dude.
Yeah, this is crazy. That's a little chick.
That bowl looks fun too.
Click around. There's a couple other crazy ones. Yeah.
That was sick.
I'd like to know how old she is.
Is that a dwarf or a 5-year-old girl?
I think it's like a 5-year-old girl. She's got to get it eventually. There it is. She did it.
To the pedals.
Yeah.
Pedals. She got the CK whips.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the Chad whips. Just boom, right to the pedals.
Pedals.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
This is crazy.
It's amazing.
It took me so long to learn tail whips.
Yeah.
I did not think I was ever going to learn that trick.
Does anyone know how old she is? Look at her.
Look at the work ethic.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, she did it. Perfect, dude. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Does it
Maybe
say
9?
Maybe 9.
I mean, that's insane that a 9-year-old girl is
The
doing
down
that.
whip.
Like,
The down whip.
The
is
down
just
whip
so
is, yeah.
incredible.
It is funny when.
Well,
they're-
then look. Wait 1 sec. This was freaked me out too. Like, look at her going around on a strider. That's like, a normal 9-year-old girl.
3
That's
years,
like really impressive.
3 years ago today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
We
when she was
mistakenly entered
6.
such a place, then borrowed a balance bike and started riding. And first, I didn't expect you to like
wow.
riding bikes so much. I thought you could play golf with me as my hobby, but I didn't expect you had been playing with this game
That's
for
beautiful.
3
You
years.
see that? And that just goes to show you can't
Wow.
push your kids into a box. Look, this dude probably is his daughter. He's probably a golf player, loves playing golf. And he was like, I'm going to have this daughter. She's going to get into golf with me. And he took her to this pump track and she fell in love with something. And he was like, you know what? This is what you want to do? Go ahead, do it.
Yep.
Now look at her.
And maybe China built that pump track because of the Olympics.
There you go.
Probably.
You're probably not far off.
That is a great thing to always be stated, that the Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, it's immeasurable how the ripple effect of something like that, and it's you have your opinion, of course, and ain't nobody. I mean, I think it's important to people to remember that they're probably not going to change anybody's mind.
Ooh. No.
So,
look, you're just cutting piece. You don't even know what she's doing. No idea.
She's just wearing a tutu.
Yeah.
Cool. So her Instagram's
that
kind
was
of
it.
random as hell, but
Yeah.
if you look through there's some
we gave her
insane stuff.
At BMX started following her today. Tyler.
Big Tyler.
Yeah, it's awesome. I actually talked to Tyler today.
Nice.
Yeah?
He's back, right?
Yeah, he came back yesterday.
Funny story. I hope he don't mind that I'm sharing this, but he lost his teeth. He got his teeth. He lost them on his plane.
Oh, shit.
On the plane ride home. And my girl's friend was the flight attendant on the plane. And she was like helping him find, he helped him find, he found him. So helped him find his teeth. So she messaged us last night.
Nice.
And she was like, hey, do you know this guy? Like, he's a BMXer. And like, my girl showed it to me. I'm like, no way. She's like, yeah, I helped him find his teeth on the plane. I was cracking up. So then like, he put out on his story that he was on the plane. And I was like, yo, bro, glad you found your teeth. And he was like, freaking out. He's like, dude, what? Like, how did you know that I lost my teeth? You know? This is pretty funny. But
I love
Tyler's
that.
shredding. He's back riding.
There's a clip in one of his horror parts where he does a wall ride on a fence, and this really reminded me of it.
Yeah.
It was so unexpected and so smooth. Like,
one of the best riders of all time, and it's sick to see him finally back, in his element. He says he's
Yeah, just even just connecting that and being like, oh, I'm going to jump over this, land on this, and then do bar to fence ride. Like, super cool fucking thing. And then
he was going to Florida, and I was like, damn, you're not going to have much to ride. And then he made every park out there look so fun.
Yeah.
And it seemed
not
like
that
he
there's not a lot to ride in Florida, but I knew where he was going. I was like, I don't think there's that many skate parks I've ever seen in that area. And he's like, yeah, there is.
This clip had me dying the longest.
Oh, that's the same dude. I just realized that right now.
He's a genius. This guy, little creative guy. I need to follow him. Yeah, I like this.
Yo.
Pretty sick.
He's really good, too.
Yeah.
That 3 manual keeps freaking me out.
Right.
Like, damn.
You're like, did I actually do that, though?
Yeah, I know. Now, you could tell when he doesn't do stuff. There's a little bit of, like, white around his body. You can see it a little bit. Like, the 3 flip, I was pretty concerned. Like, he did a 3 flip, but then you're like, all right, no, I didn't.
Not CGI.
I think that was.
It might be.
Right.
There was some white around him, I think.
Yeah, it's one of the best. And this is, only him.
Insane.
He's sick.
Just when I think it's like, what else are people gonna do?
BSD's got a squad going.
BMX just keeps getting better and better.
This one was insane, too.
Mm-hmm. And the perfect whip out.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody comes out of tires, like, not normal, it looks freaky. Like, whoo.
Yeah. It looks like it's, like, fake.
Yeah.
Almost like it's like a magnet.
Like, how do you
type
just
thing.
stick there? That was rad. Definitely one of the Instagram clips of the month right there.
I mean, we already talked about this.
Gotta shout that out again.
He did that 3 times in a day.
Willie's the man.
Pull it every single try, so...
Even the double flip looks so easy.
You can just tell when he's in the air, he knows where he is.
Uh-huh.
It's insane. It's like he's got such good spatial awareness.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I can't believe this happened, too. This is when vlogging gets real. Ola is back with his vlog, and then this dude got a banger. That fucked up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's so good at that trick, but I couldn't imagine doing it that fast. He's hauling.
Pretty wild. One more time.
Always
One more
shout out.
time.
Just the
for
way he
appreciation.
catches the bike, it looks so, like, oh.
How do you... I mean, when you're going that fast, like... I guess the back wheel's not rotating, right, at that point? Or it is? Like, it does it...
Barely.
You got to let it out early, kick it harder. I mean...
Nah, it's going to
like,
be the
I
same
don't know.
feeling because it's going just as slow as when you hopped on. It's the timing.
I guess so,
The
huh?
timing
Yeah.
of the kick is the hardest part on that trick.
Yeah.
To get it right off the ledge. He's so good at it, though.
Yeah.
When he lifts his leg up, just lets it go.
Just a good old Tom Justice.
Tom Justice is one of the best ramp riders ever to follow.
Good.
Just constant sick shit.
Yeah. Best style.
The real time one really like nails it down. How like quick and fast and wild that trick is.
Another one of those guys that doesn't fit into like the Olympic park riding at all, but he's doing his own thing and making it look amazing.
He
kills
thing.
it like at all the. There's like so many summertime European contests that like him and Sergio are just podium at everyone. It's like there's a contest like every weekend over there.
He's a real kind human too. I'd met him at Hastings. He was on my team for Battle at Hastings.
Oh, nice.
And I had been a fan of his riding before then, but I had never really had like an interaction with him. And he kind of just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I seemed like more of an intimidating dude. Maybe it's those big dreads and those giant 360 turnouts
Yeah,
he's always
yeah.
doing
Yeah,
or
he
what.
kinda
But
looks like a
I didn't expect him to be like so friendly and nice and
Yeah,
like
kind of soft spoken too.
Yeah. Really, really awesome guy.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not
Obviously-
sure if he's a Viking or a stoner.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's hard to
I don't
tell.
think. Maybe rides like a Viking, but kind like a stoner.
Yeah.
I guess.
Some stoners are pretty fucking aggro.
Yeah. OB.
Yeah, this clip is amazing.
Oh.
Straighten it out. That's a lot of control right there.
Yeah. Well done, sir. One more time for the road.
Manual 3. Straighten it out.
Crazy.
That was sick. Oh, we missed a video.
Did we?
Yeah, another BSD one.
I just thought this was
This reminded me of that dude.
horrible idea gone perfectly right.
Yeah. And he did it. He didn't fuck around with it either. He
No.
smacked that
Yeah,
thing.
it wasn't
he
a
knew what he
tap.
was doing.
God. I feel like this is one of those situations where we're probably not following the. Oh, we are good.
That was amazing.
That was insane.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, this
Oh, I
one.
know. I can't believe he did it again. I seen this and I'm like, what? I would have just. That's it. It didn't
man.
work. These boards aren't that strong.
And then
He's just like, I'm gonna
over it.
find a different part of the board that maybe
Yeah.
will hold up better.
Oh man.
He got away.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been where he's laughing.
He like
Built it.
he like went a little sideways, so he like landed on two boards instead of one. I
Yeah, he's like,
think.
"All right, I'm gonna try
Pretty
to."
crazy.
I just want to say maybe the pegs gave him that tiny bit of room to get the hands out. If there was no pegs, it
Oh.
would have just went.
That's a really good
Oh,
point.
now I wanna watch it
I
again.
did. Yeah. Watch the peg.
The peg stopped.
Yeah, the
Oh.
If it wasn't for the pegs, he wouldn't have had that. He barely got.
You wouldn't have had that
out of
extra time. No, I would have been straight to the face.
Ooh, that could have been like
Woody Woodpecker.
brain injury.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm so
Good call.
stoked
Good
he
call
did.
out on those pegs, dude. That was
yeah.
actually.
Good observation.
Just enough to get the hands a little bit in front of the face and to completely save it.
Some Tate magic.
I don't know how Tate thinks of this stuff.
This one just kept going.
Yeah, that was one of the most crazy creative things ever. That was majestic.
Yeah.
The top comment. That was majestic. That, you must have seen that in the back of your brain.
That's why I said it.
Oh,
I
okay.
saw it.
Sorry, I'll move that camera for you next time.
No, it's fine.
This is a throwback.
Fuck yeah.
Dennis, have you ever done one of these loops?
Never. I've done the Oregon Coast tour, and you do all these capsules, and then there's one at Reedsport that's like, it's a loop,
The
but it's
funnel.
also a little bit angled. So I've done that one, but I've never done.
It's a loop. I mean, I feel like it's the same thing. But
This
I
is
think
crazy because this
mentally-
dude, like, this is gnarly, and this was like a stunt. He set up an airbag in the middle and everything, and like, which is amazing to know that he like did it the right way. That's why like he did this so good. He was comfy. That was like the best, biggest loop ever.
He was.
I mean, he like went.
He knew what
went
he was doing.
He like corkscrewed it,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Chris James is so good.
Yeah.
That's a shame that about the Vans Pro Cups and COVID and all that.
Yeah.
Because he was one of those guys that every one of those stops was just getting like blowing up bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Such a good rider.
I guess at the
Unreal.
time I remember something about that park being around for like 10 years, 12 years, and it had been talked about for so long.
Because you get the
He
speed
finally-
perfectly into it.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's got to be so scary.
Oh, I met. Don't talk about this. I met the
talk
open
about
loop guy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I forget Vince or something."
My favorite
And
top 10
and it was like,
BMX
dude,
things
I
of
was
all
like,
time
what
to
is
me.
going on with that clip? Like, why isn't it out? And he's like, yeah, I can't, like he's like, I may go do it again though. I'm like,
What
fucking
clip?
hell, the open loop guy.
What do you mean? He took his clip down?
Well, like the filmer, like the official clip,
Uh-huh.
like
Oh, okay.
like because he filmed it for
Uh-huh.
a video part.
Yep, I remember
so
that
he just
now.
said that there's like some back and forth with the filmer or whatever, and I was like, I'll buy it. Something just so it exists.
Yeah, dude.
If the
This-
dude wants a couple $100 for a clip, like I'll give it to him. So
Shout out to the open loop dude, because that's fucking amazing.
yeah, Igor.
This guy's nuts.
This is the guy that landed the double
Okay.
whip, right?
Maybe. He just about did That's insane. Then he almost gets a nollie whip on flat ground, man.
That's hard.
Oh. Have you ever tried that, Colin?
Yeah, it's not easy.
Have you ever done it?
No, never done it.
Because you got the nollie 180 bars.
Has anybody done a nollie whip on flat ground?
Fuck, man.
Yeah, what's his name?
Kostya?
No,
Andre. Yeah,
Kostya.
Kostya. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep, he's one that's done some impossible stuff and made it real.
What do we got here?
Oh, yeah, I seen this.
Oh, my God. That was so crazy, too.
I don't think it's an MBD, but...
It was really good.
It was fucking incredible, so
he made it look fun. Ooh.
Chilling.
I want to do that, and then you go try it, and you're like, never mind.
Ooh, almost closed the whole thing. Come on. This top window thing is driving me crazy right now. 4 more. We're almost there. Mike Curley.
So good.
That's control.
Yo.
Wow. Yeah, I remember seeing this clip.
It's crazy how much crazy bike riding happens in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. Mike Curley been in it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that sometimes, like how many crews are out there and like how many bangers get done every day.
Shout out Jonathan.
Yo.
The man.
Damn.
Insane.
That was sick.
Cool. Jonathan rips too. If you guys don't follow Jonathan, you should do yourself a favor. He's another one that has a very original approach to his transition or park riding.
Mm-hmm.
Can do a lot of crazy tricks like this, but he's like
crazy.
one of the most stylish riders ever too.
Yeah.
He's really, yeah.
Pat's protege.
Pat's protege. R.I.P. Pat.
This was a weird one, a wild one. Not weird. Weird and wild.
That looked
Wet
fake.
and wild, weird.
That's amazing.
The sound.
Don't.
I like how he takes his helmet off
To kickstand it.
to kickstand it.
That's amazing.
Pretty funny.
That could have went so bad.
Yeah.
I know.
That's crazy. You can't believe he did that.
Oh, this is like the behind the scenes.
This was
I
cool
think.
to show how
Yeah.
crazy this actually
Yeah,
was.
because it looked, it
Oh,
made it seem like he did it quick, and then you see him go to work
like
for
he
it.
worked for this. And then that was like, you got it. Take the resi away. Oh, shit.
Oh, that one.
Ooh,
I would have
yeah.
been done after. I'd have been like, all right, I don't know.
Put the resi back on.
Yeah. A couple of them are pretty bad.
Can't we just get that guy ZNNTLL to CGI this thing
Yeah.
real quick? I'll do the foot jam. He made me front flip
just-
and we're
yeah,
good.
just-
And then he like
Take the
almost hit his
mats
head
out.
on the knuckle of the landing.
Yeah, a few of them.
That
like, he
one
gets-
was almost bad too.
Yeah, he gets slammed a couple times. I'm like, dude, that doesn't look fun.
Yeah, this was cool to see.
Like, I'm
how-
sure there was a
how
point where
gnarly
he
this
was like,
actually was.
dude, I don't know.
God.
That one probably.
Where's the guy's footage that's on the box jump? We've never seen another clip. So it was the N1 pole that was distracted?
No. They
This
didn't
is
show
just
the
the
full one. These
makings.
are all the ones he didn't make.
Oh, so this is all the attempts. Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, he put in for that one.
I would love to see the actual clip, though. Like the official.
fisheye?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
did we?
Didn't crop well for Instagram.
Right?
Probably not.
Throw it away. That was
Um,
dope. Box jump.
yeah.
Red.
and this is Tim, the same guy, 150 plus trees.
Oh yeah.
Tree flipper. He had a crazy one recently where it was like not a flip to fakie, but it was like literally just a flip.
Wow.
Kept it
Pretty
going.
crazy. Yeah. So
Hell yeah. Then there's the is that everything for the Instagram?
that is everything. That's all I got.
There's a Spencer Wood BSD part. It's kind of cool. He was like
that was on here. Did I skip that?
I never seen him before, and he was like a cousin, like seems like a Fast and Loose cousin, you know, like someone
Yeah.
would be a part of Fast and Loose, but he's not.
I swore I had it. Isn't
Straight
it called like
simple
Classics
park
or
riding.
something?
I don't know. I just Spencer Wood.
Oh, I
BSD.
think it got taken down. It was
Spencer
who
Wood
the fuck
BSD
removed
part.
it? It was definitely there earlier. Yeah, this video is amazing.
Yeah, just kind of wasn't expecting it. I was like, whoa, very simple park riding done well.
Yeah, Grant sends us like unlisted links beforehand, like, hey, we're dropping this at 9 or something. So I watched it before it came out, and I was like, holy fuck. I mean, having Sowerby film your part is great too. I feel like he's literally one of the best BMX filmers that people don't. Kind of similar to how we talked about Chadwick when Bobby was here last time. It's like Sowerby just does an amazing job the entire time.
Pegless, brakeless park riding is such a big thing too, you know, like it's like a whole style itself.
You know, the way the bike looks is so cool.
And the way you ride it too, you know, because it's like it's as simple as it gets.
Let's watch this whole thing. I really enjoyed this, so I'm down. Like lots of Chris, just like you said, like kind of fast and loose style, but definitely his own approach. But like definitely some Chris Fox style, like tire slides in here. Like, I mean, that's his, as far as I know. Yo.
You know who I always just loved that this guy kind of reminded me of a little bit of is Matt Priest. Matt Priest, man. He's so sick. Sure, he's still ripping, but I just haven't seen any new footage of him in a while. I guess we'll end it on this one. It's kind of the credits.
Yeah, we could end it on this one. And then...
good month, February. Thank you, Colin, for coming in.
Dude, thanks for having me, guys.
Hell yeah, thank you. Anytime.
Fun little...
You're almost healed up from your injury. Can't wait for you to be enjoying every day on your bike again.
I know. I just rode the other day with Nathan, and Bill was out. Nathan, Bill, and Bill's always out, though. Nathan, Bill, and Chad.
Our swamp stuff. Oh, no, that was a while ago. My bad. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say all our Swamp Fest videos got tagged. Like, I'm like, oh, wait, no. They did for a little bit, but it got fixed.
What do you mean? They got, like...
age restricted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you got him back?
Yeah.
Leave BMX alone, you two.
Damn. He's ripping this little bowl. That's yeah.
It's good to have inspiration. Like some people I feel like don't put stuff out even though they're really good because they're like, oh, I'm not like that guy or this guy. But it's so nice to have inspiration on every side of BMX, you know?
Yeah.
Down all the way to just like simple tire slide, brakeless, pegless, just ripping. Like, this makes me want to go ride OB.
Yeah.
Splash around. But then Nathan makes me want to go ride a rail.
Yeah, it's the cool
Olympics,
thing about
dude,
it.
make me wish I had a fucking like an airbag to play on. She's like, dude, all that shit looks so fun.
What? That was amazing.
If I'm not mistaken, he does like there's zero bar spins in this, right?
He doesn't.
Yeah, there's like he doesn't do effectively anything, but he does everything. Like I think that's like that.
He's taking a hand or a foot off his bike.
On the whole time. I love how the Hoder podcast too. Hoder has made a career, and it seems like he does a million tricks, but he just does like all these crazy. He just rides. You know?
Yeah.
He has a few tricks, but it's really this is cool.
Yeah, and he like does a little bomb.
Yeah, he got the little case in there, little slide. Bap. I love that. But yeah, we were like talking about tricks. He's like, I don't even know.
I don't fucking do anything. Yeah.
You're
like, oh
good.
yeah.
Like, oh my god, I would think Hoder does like 100 tricks. You know, like all the parts and footage he has, but he just rides his bike and does a
really
crazy
good bike
shit.
ride.
Yeah.
Even in like the triple challenge, there was like Brian Fox would do an entire run and he would do one bar spin.
Psycho.
That was it for as far as tricks.
That's
yeah, that is insane.
right there.
Scotland has some crazy good cement parks.
Yeah.
It's just it's rained so much. I guess you just see so much of the indoor parks.
Yeah.
So shout out to Spencer, dude, and
that's
and
cool.
Sowerby and BSD. That was Hector Spencer, 2 first names. So I truly enjoyed that edit before it came out, and I thought it was on the list, and I apologize. So that's about it. I think we had.
Oh, make sure to give Steven that money.
I will, of course, yes. And then I did ask the members just a couple hours ago if we had any little questions for us, and there was a couple little good ones. Said from @Kevin Zerbe, Dennis posted something on Instagram about how he doesn't regret any injuries he had, and I found it to be super healthy perspective. I wonder if you could elaborate on it, or he could elaborate on it a bit.
Definitely. That's one thing that always keeps me positive in the beginning of an injury is because, like, when I look back at all my injuries, they suck. The pain, the, like, not being able to ride, but every single one of them, I'm like grateful for, because something like a chapter change, or I found something that I love in life, or like reasons why I needed to sit down and not ride, because I ride so much. Like if I'm not hurt, I'm trying to be on my bike every day. And even when I am a little bit hurt, I'm usually pushing through, you know, like, so it takes one of these big ones to sit my ass down and like, whew, you know, no bikes, you know, like it's so rare in my life.
Slow down a little bit.
If I never got a big injury, I think I'd be a psycho. So elaborate on the gratefulness is just like, because the injuries give me that break that I never take. And another thing too, like say this injury, I'm not back filming or 100% for 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. Like that just makes me think like I'll be at like the top of my game for 4 or 5 months longer, because it just gives me that break
to regenerate.
Oh, like it goes on the back end.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
It just makes me more hyped to like add those 5 months to the, just put them in, keep it going.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I think it taking the good and being able to like focus your energy into something when you're, you know,
that's something I've really had to learn too, because you can sit around and feel sorry for yourself, and it's really hard not to when you're just like, you can't even get out of the bed to take a piss. You're just like, what the fuck? But if you, instead of like push away what's happening and just like let it happen and like embrace it and like try and find good every day in the situation, there's always good to be found.
There is. I agree. I try to look at it that way too. It's not always easy, but like you said, it's powerful when you can do it.
Yeah, we were just talking. You've been going through an injury for like 3 months now. You're about to be
riding,
healthy, full on.
Yeah, and it feels great, and it was good for me too. You know, I had other things that I had to tend to, and it ultimately gives you that respark, which I find valuable when you're riding all the time. Like Dennis said, it's easy to just kind of be pushing through injuries and kind of just push and go and go and go, and you get a few months to reset. Just get re-inspired. Even watching all these videos today, I'm like just excited to go jib around, tap my back wheel on top of some coping, you know?
When you're riding every day at like your highest level, trying to go film like your best clips, you forget how fun it is to do a disaster on a quarter. You know, when you start from, if you don't ride for 3 months, you're like, I'm just going to go manual around today. You completely go, you try and get your body 100% at the same time as you like start from the beginning. So like after riding a month, like super basic, you're like, holy shit, I feel better than I did. That's how I always feel after the injuries. Like after I get back, I'm like, whoa, I feel better right now than I did before I got hurt, because you're not dragging yourself, dragging your body, you know, up to LA every weekend when you're not really ready, because you just want to keep going, and you're sitting there watching people do crazy shit. You're like, I better go fucking do something crazy this weekend. And now
that's the way he thinks.
Yeah. I'm not as much that, but
right.
And then Kevin, there was a couple other questions. There's stuff about why you didn't go to Swamp Fest. There's from Paolo BMX, said, tell Dennis he's my favorite rider and the favorite bike rider in the world.
Thank you very much.
And then Kevin had another good question to me. Would you ever be down to do a deep dive into BMX photography? Covering topics, the life of a filmer, photographer, iconic BMX photos.
Side podcast we talked about.
Documenting BMX through images and video changed over time. I would love something like that. I mean, storytelling and all that stuff is like, I feel like I think about it on a regular basis of like content that we should make, and it's like that is undeniably missing. You know, the history of tail whips and stuff like that, but doing like a real dive and a real breakdown of like how things evolved, and even something from like the wall ride or ramps, or like when people figured out, I mean there's so many elements of it, and like photography and stuff like that. It's a daunting thing, and it's hard to be at a point to like invest into a project that, you know, may or may not pay off. More than likely not, but it's important to do that stuff, and I just need to get the, you know, not to use like a corny term, but like the bandwidth to be able to invest in that stuff when I don't care about the payoff at the end. If that makes sense. You know, like, because you do stuff where you work on something for a month and you're like, wow, I did that for free, or I lost money, and it's hard when you have other stuff falling the wayside, and the landscapers are here, so we are done. Thank you again. Thank you again to the members. Thank you to Dale. Thank you to Colin. Thank you to Source. Thank you to Dennis. Thank you to Woodward.
Thank you to everyone out there listening and riding. Love you guys.
And next podcast is a Curly video breakdown that we already have, which was super cool. And then we have Alan Cook after that, and then we're gonna get some more in the bag because Dennis is officially home and I am home. And
we're not going to see Colin for a while because he's going to be out riding.
See ya, Colin.
Damn it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. on that topic of like the tail whip thing, if anyone in the comments has good ideas, because we want to, aside from guests in the news, we want to do like a couple more side ones where, you know, like say like you and Chad come in here and we just say like tail whip. We got the internet, we got Dale's, and we fucking get into like the history.
Stuff,
you know what I mean? Like
I'll get, you know, I'll get like 30 or 40 ones and things that we should talk about, like do some legwork and then just like really break it down, but then like parlay that into other stuff. So,
so in the comments, if you guys think of anything like along those lines, that would be a good idea, because we're trying to do some cool
branch
shit
out,
like that too.
Yeah,
Keep it
sure.
going.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know what I thought would be a sick one is like.